Hello friends, welcome to Law and GK. So friends, on this channel we discuss the contents of law and previous year papers of judicial services and other legal exams. And friends, in today's video, we are going to discuss the Bar Council of India All India Bar Examination AIB 3rd, which was held in 2012. So friends, if you are preparing for judicial services, this channel will be very useful for you. एंड अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो तो जरूर लाइक कीजिएगा, शेयर कीजिएगा अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ, एंड डोंट फॉरगेट टू सब्सक्राइब दी चैनल, एंड व्हाइल सब्सक्राइबिंग डोंट फॉरगेट टू प्रेस दी बेल आइकॉन so that you can get the notification of our upcoming videos. So let's move on to the question paper. Question number 1 is, which of the following statement is least accurate about an arbitration agreement in India? मतलब हमें रॉन्ग बताना है कि कौन सी एक्यूरेट नहीं है. आर्बिट्रेशन एग्रीमेंट के बारे में कहाँ पर बात की गई है? इन सेक्शन 7 ऑफ आर्बिट्रेशन एक्ट. तो स्टेटमेंट क्या है? द आर्बिट्रेशन एग्रीमेंट मस्ट कंटेम्पलेट द आर्बिट्रल ट्राइब्यूनल डिसीजन विल बी बाइंडिंग ऑन द पार्टीज. बिल्कुल ठीक है. द आर्बिट्रेशन एग्रीमेंट मस्ट कंटेम्पलेट दैट आर्बिट्रल ट्राइब्यूनल विल डिटरमाइन द सब्सटेंटिव राइट्स ऑफ द पार्टी. ये ठीक है. फिर एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ एन आर्बिट्रेशन एग्रीमेंट नेसेसरी फॉर अ वैलिड आर्बिट्रेशन. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. आर्बिट्रेशन एग्रीमेंट मस्ट स्टेट हु द मेंबर ऑफ द आर्बिट्रल ट्राइब्यूनल शैल बी. ये जरूरी नहीं, ये बाद में भी चेंज कर सकते हो, आप बाद में भी अपॉइंट कर सकते हो. फिर द आर्बिट्रेशन एग्रीमेंट शुड बी वैलिड अंडर द इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. तो एग्रीमेंट है वो एज पर द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट जो है एग्रीमेंट वैलिड होना चाहिए, वर्ड नहीं होना चाहिए. इसमें रॉन्ग कौन सा हुआ? फिर डी इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट इज 2. Which of the following is not a ground to set aside an arbitral award under the Arbitration Conciliation Act? Setting aside arbitral award जो है कहाँ मेंशन किया गया है? इन सेक्शन 34 ऑफ द आर्बिट्रेशन एक्ट. ग्राउंड ही कौन सा है? आर्बिट्रल अवार्ड कंफ्लिक्ट विद पब्लिक पॉलिसी, तो वो सेट असाइड हो जाएगा. फिर आर्बिट्रल अवार्ड फेल टू प्रोसीड द एविडेंस प्रॉपर्ली, ये इस बेस पर नहीं होगा. फिर है इज इनवैलिड इन द आइज ऑफ लॉ, फिर तो सेट असाइड हो जाएगा. फिर आर्बिट्रल अवार्ड वाज बियॉन्ड स्कोप ऑफ रेफरेंस आउटलाइन इन द एग्रीमेंट, तब भी हो जाएगा. Was compromised in an illegal manner, तब भी सेटिस्फाइड हो जाएगा. तो कब नहीं होगा? बी ऑप्शन पर, तो बी इसका आंसर रहेगा. नेक्स्ट इज 3. Which of the following statement is least accurate about an expert determination? An expert determination requires that the dispute be referred to an independent third party. ये ठीक है. फिर है an expert determination is not enforceable like an arbitral award is. ये भी ठीक है. फिर एक्सपर्ट डिटर्मिनेशन में भी चैलेंज इन कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ, नो, ये गलत है. डिटर्मिनेशन इज नॉट इंटेंडेड टू बाइंड द पार्टी, जब बाइंड नहीं होगा तो उसको चैलेंज करने का क्या फायदा है. फिर एक्सपर्ट इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड टू गिव रीजन फॉर डिटर्मिनेशन, ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. तो सी इसमें रॉन्ग हो गया, सी इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट इज 4. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज लीस्ट लाइकली टू रिक्वायर्ड ऑफ अ सेटलमेंट एग्रीमेंट इन मीडिएशन प्रोसीडिंग्स? A settlement agreement should be balanced and reflect the benefit to each party. बिल्कुल ठीक है. Should be in writing, ये ठीक है. Should be expressed in judgmental language, नहीं, ये कोई रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है यहाँ पर, है ना. फिर a settlement agreement should describe the responsibility of each party in implementing it, ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. फिर should state what parties future relation is to be, ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. तो wrong कौन सा हुआ? C is the answer. Next is 5. A enters into a contract to sell his house to his son B at a nominal price of rupees 5 lakh. B agrees to pay rupees 10,000 every month to A's daughter C for her lifetime. The contract contains an arbitration clause that in the event of any dispute, the parties with respect to the terms of the contract or its implementation, they will refer the matter to arbitration. Later, B stops paying C. C wishes to commence an arbitration proceeding, but B does not agree to arbitration. C files a suit seeking court direction that arbitration proceeding be commenced. In the light of facts and principles below, which of the following statement is most accurate? देखिए, ये इनिशियल स्टेज के एग्जाम पेपर्स हैं. जब 2011 में स्टार्ट हुआ था ये AIBE, तो उस टाइम में प्रिंसिपल भी रेफर करते थे और ऑप्शन थे 5. अब थोड़ा चेंज हो गया है सिस्टम, ऑब्वियसली यू नो दैट. सिलेबस भी काफ़ी जो है चेंज हो गया है पहले से. तो प्रिंसिपल क्या है? A court may refer parties to arbitration under Section 8 of Arbitration Conciliation Act only with respect to matter that is subject matter of an arbitration agreement. Where a suit is commenced as to matter that lies outside the arbitration agreement or is between the parties who are not the parties to the arbitration agreement, there is no question of application of Section 8. Alright, ये प्रिंसिपल हो गया. तो इसको देख के आपने जो है आंसर करना है. So there was no separate arbitration agreement between A and B and therefore C suit will be dismissed. क्या dismiss हो जाएगा? नहीं, there was no arbitration agreement between B and C and therefore C's suit will be dismissed. ये ऑप्शन करेक्ट है। ए और बी में कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हुआ था ना, अब सी कौन थर्ड पार्टी हो गई, थर्ड पार्टी पे जो है आर्बिट्रेशन एग्रीमेंट की क्लॉज जो है वो लागू नहीं हो पाएगी, ठीक है। बट एज पर द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट शी कैन आस्क फॉर द डैमेजेस एंड एंटाइटल्ड फॉर द स्पेसिफिक परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट सिंस कंसिडरेशन हैज बीन गिवन। तो बी इसका आंसर है, बाकी आप देख सकते हैं। B's agreement to pay rupees 10,000 agreement to C was an ancillary matter and no subject matter of contract, therefore suit will be dismissed. आर्बिट्रेशन एग्रीमेंट नहीं, हमने हमें जो है आर्बिट्रेशन की क्लॉज पर जो है स्टिक रहना है ना, इधर उधर नहीं जाना है। ऑप्शन तो बाकी ये भी ठीक लगेंगे आपको, बट हम आंसर किसका कर रहे हैं, आर्बिट्रेशन एक्ट से, तो बी इसमें प्रॉपर आंसर रहेगा। नेक्स्ट इज 6. A and B agree to refer to land dispute to conciliation. C. The conciliator makes the proposal for the settlement of the dispute whereby the land will be split between A and B and their sons in particular manner. A's and D protest to A that the proposal is biased in favor of B. Our A and B are of the opinion the proposal is best solution to their dispute. D then claims his share as outlined in C's proposal from A and B, but they refuse to hand over his share. In the light of these facts and the principle below, which of the following statement is most accurate? Principle है, the settlement agreement signed by the parties will be final and binding on the parties and person claiming under them respectively. A successful conciliation proceeding comes to an end only when settlement agreement signed by the parties comes into existence. ठीक है, तो existence में तो आया नहीं obviously। Options है, since A and B have agreed to C's proposal, they are bound to hand over the share to him. Since there is a valid settlement agreement signed by the parties in place, D is entitled to claim his share and the agreement is final and binding. फिर है, since there is no settlement agreement between A and B yet, D cannot claim his share under C's proposal. फैक्ट से क्या पता लग रहा है, क्या सेटलमेंट एग्रीमेंट साइन हो गया था? नहीं, उस सी ने कहा था कि मैं आपको ऐसे डिवाइड कर दूंगा, आई विल, देखिए लिखा हुआ ना, वेयर बाय द लैंड विल बी स्प्लिट बिटवीन ए एंड बी, विल बी है यहाँ पर, हुआ नहीं है, तो सी इज करेक्ट। फिर डी हैज क्लेम्ड सेटलमेंट एग्रीमेंट इट इज फाइनल एंड बाइंडिंग, वो भी नहीं हुआ। डी इज नॉट अ पार्टी, नो, तो वो एप्लीकेबल होगा, तो सी इज द मोस्ट अप्रोप्रिएट। थोड़ा ध्यान से देखना पड़ेगा, ट्रिकी क्वेश्चंस है। नेक्स्ट इज 7. A and B refers a dispute to an arbitral tribunal. The tribunal passes an award, but both parties think that tribunal had taken an incorrect view of an applicable point of law. Can the parties approach the court to appeal against this order? Principle है, the arbitrator's award cannot be challenged on the ground that an alternative view of law is possible. The limited grounds for setting aside an arbitral award include the incapacity of a party, the invalidity of the agreement, the award being beyond the scope of reference, and award being conflict with the public policy. हाँ जी, public policy, ठीक है। तो ऑप्शंस क्या है, क्या अप्रोच कर सकते हैं हम कोर्ट को? नो अनलेस दे आर्ग्यू दैट द अवार्ड इज अगेंस्ट द पब्लिक पॉलिसी, तब तक नहीं हो पाएगा, ठीक है। तो ए ही इसमें आंसर हो जाएगा। अभी बताया सेटिंग असाइड ऑफ आर्बिट्रल अवार्ड कहाँ प्रोवाइड किया गया है, इन सेक्शन 34 ऑफ आर्बिट्रेशन एक्ट, और पब्लिक पॉलिसी वाला है सब सेक्शन 1 क्लॉज बी। नेक्स्ट इज 8. Which of the following statement is most accurate about a clerical error that has accidentally crept into a judgment? तो क्लरिकल एरर्स को जो कोर्ट जो है ठीक कर सकता है, कहाँ प्रोवाइड किया गया है, इन सेक्शन 152 ऑफ सीपीसी, ठीक है। फिर ऑप्शंस हैं, सच एन एरर कैन नॉट बी करेक्टेड एक्सेप्ट बाय वे ऑफ अपील, नहीं ऐसा नहीं है। पार्टी मस्ट फाइल फ्रेश सूट, नो। पार्टीज कैन अप्लाई टू रिक्वेस्ट द रजिस्ट्रार ऑफ द कोर्ट, नो। द क्लर्क हु इज रिस्पांसिबल फॉर एरर मस्ट फाइल एन एप्लीकेशन, नो। द कोर्ट में ऑन इट्स ओन मोशन रेक्टिफाई द एरर इन द जजमेंट, ये बिल्कुल ठीक है, तो ई इसका आंसर हो गया। नेक्स्ट इज 9. Which of the following statement is most accurate about Limitation Act? It prescribes the jurisdictional limit of courts in India, नहीं। टाइम लिमिट प्रोवाइड करता है, नॉट पेक्यूनरी, नॉट एडिटोरियल। It prescribes the period of limitation for different type of proceedings that may be instituted in court, arbitral tribunal, no, in a court. So E is the answer. All right. Next is 10. In which of the following circumstances can a court pass an interlocutory order? Before a suit has been filed to the rights of the parties. सूट फाइल करने से पहले कर सकते हैं क्या? नहीं. After a suit has been filed but before final disposal to protect disputed property. After a suit has been filed but before its final disposal to protect the right of the parties. ये जो है perfect आंसर है. After disposal no. So C इसका आंसर रहेगा. इंटरलोक्यूटरी ऑर्डर के बारे में कहाँ पर प्रोवाइड किया गया है? इन ऑर्डर 39 ऑफ CPC. Next is 11. In which of the following circumstances will a judgment of foreign court not operate as res judicata between the parties? सेशन कौन सा है ये? 13 in CPC. The foreign court was not one of the competent jurisdiction. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. फिर जजमेंट वाज गिवन ओनली ऑन द मेरिट ऑफ द केस. मेरिट पर नहीं होनी चाहिए अगर उसको सेटिसाइड करवाना है, मतलब इस पे तो आरजे एप्लीकेबल हो जाएगा. फिर यहाँ क्या पूछा है? नॉट एप्लीकेबल. तो यहाँ एप्लीकेबल नहीं होगा. जजमेंट वाज ऑब्टेन फ्रॉडलेंटली, यहाँ भी नहीं होगा. प्रोसीडिंग ऑफ फॉरेन कोर्ट डिड नॉट फॉलो द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ नेचुरल जस्टिस, यहाँ भी नहीं होगा. फॉरेन कोर्ट फेल्ड टू रिकॉग्नाइज दैट इंडियन लॉ वाज एप्लीकेबल, यहाँ भी नहीं होगा आरजे. तो देखिए इस क्वेश्चन को जो डिलीट कर दिया गया था. क्यों? इसमें अगर ये पूछते कि भाई कौन सा ऑपरेट हो जाएगा तब इसमें बी आंसर होता, बट पूछा नॉट और इसमें ऑप्शन जो है डिफरेंट बना दिए, इसलिए इस क्वेश्चन को डिलीट कर दिया गया था. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 12. A files a suit against B over a contractual dispute. The court summons B and fixes a date to hear the matter. On the appointed day, A fails to appear in person. A's lawyer informs the court and B that A will be unable to attend the hearing as she is attending a parent-teacher meeting at her son's school. In the light of these facts, the principle below, what is the court most likely to do? तो प्रिंसिपल है द पार्टी टू सूट मस्ट अटेंड द कोर्ट इन पर्सन और थ्रू द लॉयर ऑन अ फिक्स्ड डेट इन द समन्स फॉर द डिफेंडेंट टू अपीयर. If a plaintiff or defendant who has been ordered to appear in person does not appear in person or show sufficient cause for non-appearance, the court may dismiss the suit if he is the plaintiff or proceed ex parte if he is a defendant. ठीक है. देखिए डिस्प्यूट कौन सा है? कॉन्ट्रेक्चुअल डिस्प्यूट है. यहाँ पर ए का लॉयर जो है प्रेजेंट है, तो क्या ऑप्शंस बनेंगे? द कोर्ट विल डिसमिस द सूट, द प्लेंटिफ डिड नॉट अपीयर इन पर्सन, या फिर द कोर्ट विल प्रोसीड एक्स पार्टे एज द डिफेंडेंट डिड नॉट अपीयर इन पर्सन, या फिर द कोर्ट विल प्रोसीड विद द हियरिंग एज द प्लेंटिफ हैज सफिशिएंट कॉज टू बी एब्सेंट. द कोर्ट विल प्रोसीड विद द हियरिंग एज डिफेंडेंट हैज सफिशिएंट कॉज टू बी एब्सेंट, या फिर द कोर्ट विल प्रोसीड विद द हियरिंग एज डिफेंडेंट एंड द प्लेंटिफ्स लॉयर आर प्रेजेंट इन द कोर्ट. तो क्या आंसर बनेगा इसका? इसका बनेगा ई. ई इज द आंसर. ऑर्डर कौन सा है? ये ऑर्डर है ये 3. कौन सा? पार्टी एंड प्लीडर वाला ऑर्डर. नेक्स्ट इज 13. A enters into a contract with B and C. A agrees to supply B with oranges and to supply C with mangoes. Subsequently, A fails to supply both B and C with fruits as promised. In the light of these facts, the principle below, which of the following statement is most accurate? तो principle क्या है? All person may be joined in one suit as plaintiff, provided that the leave to sort alleged to exist in each plaintiff arises out of the same act or transaction, and the case is of such a character that if such person filed separate suit, common question of law and fact would arise. ठीक है. ये क्या है? joinder of cause of action. ऑर्डर कौन सा है? ये ऑर्डर है ये 2. So ऑप्शन क्या है? B and C must file separate suit as A has entered into separate agreement with B and C. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. फिर B and C file a suit against A together as failure to supply them is common cause of action. ये नहीं है. देखिए क्या लिखा हुआ है, आपने एक चीज नोट करनी है, वर्ड्स को ध्यान से देखना है. A enters into agreements है, ठीक है. एन एग्रीमेंट नहीं लिखा हुआ. अगर लिखा हुआ एन एग्रीमेंट विद बी एन सी, मतलब वो क्या होता है? वो ज्वाइंट एग्रीमेंट होता है. लेकिन यहाँ पर एग्रीमेंट्स लिखा हुआ है. एस वर्ड देखिए, सिर्फ इस वर्ड की वजह से जो है पूरी इसका मीनिंग चेंज हो गया. फिर बी एन सी में फाइल सूट अगेंस्ट ए टुगेदर एज द राइट टू रिलीफ रोज. सेम एक्ट? नो, सेम एक्ट नहीं है. मे फाइल सूट अगेंस्ट ए टुगेदर? नो, नो, टुगेदर फाइल नहीं होगा. ए इज द आंसर. देयर आर 2 सेपरेट एग्रीमेंट्स, सो द कॉज ऑफ एक्शन इज ऑल्सो डिफरेंट. Next is 14. ABC Private Limited is a courier company headquartered at Mumbai. D. A resident of New Delhi is visiting Mumbai and dispatches a consignment of valuable goods through ABC Private Limited from Mumbai to his ancestral home in Kolkata. In the course of transit, the goods are damaged at Bhopal. ठीक है. In the light of these factor principle below, where D is permitted to file suit against ABC Private Limited. सेक्शन है ये 19 CPC. ठीक है. When wrong done to a person, कहाँ पर आप फाइल कर सकते हैं? Where is the territorial jurisdiction? देखिए प्रिंसिपल लिखा हुआ है, suit for compensation for wrong done to a person may be filed as in court having title jurisdiction over the area where. सेक्शन 19 है ये. Where the wrong was committed, या फिर defendant reside or carry on business, या personally works for gain. तो डैमेज कहाँ हुए हैं? भोपाल में. और वो डिफेंडेंट कहाँ रहता है? मुंबई में. तो कहाँ होगा? एट भोपाल, मुंबई, कोलकाता. कोलकाता तो पहुंचा ही नहीं है अभी, तो मुंबई और भोपाल. तो बी इसका आंसर रहेगा. नेक्स्ट इज 15. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग मैटर्स डज द पार्लियामेंट हैव द पावर टू मेक लॉज ऑन? एंट्रीज इन लिस्ट 1 and 7 शेड्यूल ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया, वो तो है ही है, एंड 3 में भी है, बिकॉज 3 इज अ कंकरेंट लिस्ट, बोथ स्टेट एंड यूनियन कैन मेक लॉज ऑन दैट. सो डी इज द आंसर. Next is 16. Which of the following is a fundamental right that a foreign national residing in India enjoys? Right to assemble peacefully without arms, ये हो सकता है. Carry on business, ये हो सकता है. Right to move freely throughout the territory of India, ये हो सकता है. Right against deprivation of personal liberty, personal liberty के लिए नहीं है. Right to visit any part of India, ये भी हो सकता है. D वाला नहीं होगा. आर्टिकल कौन सा है? ये आर्टिकल है 19. Next is 17. Which of the following writs is used to challenge the legality of a claim that a person asserts to public office and to remove such person from public office if the claim is not well founded? That is writ of quo warranto. A is the answer. Writs का mention है in Article 32 for Supreme Court to issue and in Article 226 for the High Court to issue. Next is 18. Which of the following statement is most accurate about a judgment of the High Court of a state? It is binding on administrative tribunal of that state. बिल्कुल ठीक है ये. All administrative tribunals in India नो. हाई कोर्ट का डिसीजन है तो स्टेट में ही होगा. It is of persuasive value to an administrative tribunal of that state. No value, no value, no. A is the answer. This is 19. A state passes a legislation making it mandatory for all persons riding two-wheeler in the state to wear helmet. This rule extends not only to drivers but also to any passenger on a two-wheeler. A two-wheeler rider A challenged the legislation on the ground that it violates A's fundamental right under Article 19(1)(d) to move freely throughout the territory of India. Will the challenge succeed? Principle है Article 19 का 1 लिख दिया. Provides all citizens shall have right to move freely throughout the territory, but that is subject to reasonable restriction on the exercise in the interest of general public. तो options है. Since the rule that makes the helmet two-wheeler rider does not exist in the other state, it is arbitrary and unreasonable. नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है. Cannot be said to be in interest of general public, ऐसा नहीं है. To make helmets compulsory is a reasonable restriction under Article 1(d) and moreover in the interest of the general public. Therefore, challenge will not succeed. C would be the answer. Compulsory struck down would affect our right to carry occupation, ऐसा नहीं है. It is a reasonable restriction, but it is to be imposed by central government. No. State लगा सकते reasonable restrictions. Next is 20. The Panchayat Act of a state provides that all matter relating to criminal trespass shall be decided by the Nyay Panchayat of that area. The Panchayat Act also provides that no lawyer may plead a case before Nyay Panchayat. A is arrested on a charge of a criminal trespass and is produced before the relevant Nyay Panchayat. A demands access to a lawyer, but it denied. Which of the following is most correct? Principle है Article 22(1) of Constitution, which is a fundamental right, provides that no person is arrested shall be detained in custody without being informed as soon as possible of ground of such arrest, nor shall be denied the right to consult or to be defended by legal practitioner of his choice. Options है. A has right to consult a legal practitioner and to be defended by one. However, this right would be overruled by the provision of the Panchayat Act. Where promoting local self-government is one of the constitutional ideals and individual liberties cannot be allowed to hamper the development of such ideals. ऐसा नहीं है। सी में कंसिडर लीगल petitioner how it cannot be argued that merely appearing before Nyaya Panchayat on criminal ground requires a defense. A does not have the right to ask for lawyer when appearing before Nyaya Panchayat. No. A has right to consult a legal practitioner and to be defended by a legal practitioner. However, this right would come only into operation if A is convinced that the offense of criminal trespass and not before. फिर the state cannot make a law that it is in contravention of the fundamental right. As such, A has the right to consult and be defended by a legal practitioner before न्याय पंचायत. E इसका आंसर रहेगा. जो स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर ने जो पंचायत एक्ट है वो स्टेट का एक्ट है, तो वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के अगेंस्ट नहीं जा सकता. ऑब्वियसली इट वुड बी अल्ट्रा वायरस. ई वुड बी द परफेक्ट आंसर इन दिस क्वेश्चन. नेक्स्ट इज 21. An advocate is found to have committed contempt of the Supreme Court by trying to influence a judge of the court. A's punishment for contempt. The Supreme Court directs that A's license to practice as an advocate be cancelled. Can the Supreme Court do this? प्रिंसिपल क्या है इसमें? Article 129 of the Constitution provides that the Supreme Court is court of record. This means that act and judicial proceedings are recorded for the perpetual memory and testimony, and that it has authority to fine and imprison for the contempt of itself. अब कंटेम्प्ट कर दिया एडवोकेट ने, तो क्या उसके जो लाइसेंस को कैंसिल कर सकते हैं? Yes, Supreme Court can do that. Yes, can cancel. No, the Supreme Court cannot cancel A's license to practice since advocate's license to practice granted is irrevocable on any ground whatsoever. या फिर no, the Supreme Court cannot do since its power for punishment of contempt may extend to fine or imprisonment, but not to cancelling advocate's license to practice. फिर है no, Supreme Court cannot do since the act A committee is not contained within the boundary. No. So perfect answer क्या रहेगा इसमें? D. D is the answer. आर्टिकल बता ही दिया इसमें. Next is 22. Which of the following statements is least accurate in relation to negotiable instrument in terms of Negotiable Instrument Act? Option A है a negotiable instrument means a promissory note, bill of exchange or check payable either to the order or to bearer. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. ये कहाँ लिखा हुआ है? ये मेंशन किया गया इन सेक्शन 13 ऑफ नेगोशिएबल इंस्ट्रूमेंट एक्ट. फिर है बी, नेगोशिएशन ऑफ एन इंस्ट्रूमेंट मींस द ट्रांसफर ऑफ अ प्रोमिसरी नोट, बिल ऑफ एक्सचेंज और चेक टू एनी पर्सन व्हिच मेक्स दैट पर्सन द होल्डर ऑफ द इंस्ट्रूमेंट. ये है सेक्शन 14 ऑफ एनआई एक्ट. फिर है a person affixing a signature on an instrument for the purpose of negotiation of the instrument is known as endorser. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. ये सेक्शन 15. फिर है negotiable instrument is only to be for the payment of money. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. फिर है negotiable instrument may not have been presumed to be made or drawn for consideration. ये गलत है. इसको presume कर सकते हैं. may be presumed to be made drawn for consideration. ठीक है ना. तो इसमें least accurate क्या होगा? E is the answer. Next 23. Which of the following statements best describes the doctrine of privity as it is applicable to contract law? A contract cannot usually confer rights or impose obligation under it to any person except the parties to such contract. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. फिर terms of the contract cannot be revealed to any third party unless expressly provided for in contract. नो, ये doctrine of privity वाला जो है ये A बनता है. The terms of cannot be revealed third party unless both agree to do so. फिर ये है as long as there is consideration from it is immaterial third party. No, a contract cannot usually confer rights and obligations under it any person except to the parties. A is the answer. ये concept आता है contract act में obviously. Next is 24. In which of the following instances is the specific performance of the contractual obligation most likely to be granted? Where the contract is to transfer movable property या फिर immovable property. देखिए पहले जो सेक्शन 10 था, अब जो 2018 की अमेंडमेंट के बाद तो चेंज हो गया है, बट उसमें लिखा हुआ था कि इन केस ऑफ इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी इट इज ऑलवेज बी प्रिज्यूम दैट देयर इज नेसेसिटी फॉर ग्रांटिंग दी स्पेसिफिक परफॉर्मेंस. तो उस टाइम के हिसाब से जो है ये बी ऑप्शन ठीक है, बट अब चेंज हो गया. बट कंसेप्ट आज भी वही है. इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी के केस में जो है स्पेसिफिक परफॉर्मेंस करवा सकते हैं. वेयर द ट्रस्टी एंटर्स इनटू कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं, डिटर्मिनेबल नहीं, यहाँ पर नहीं हो पाएगा, हम ये नहीं हो पाएगा. कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फॉर परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ कंटिन्यूस ड्यूटी. नो, ये है नॉट एनफोर्सेबल सेक्शन 14 में है ये. ठीक है ना. तो बी इसमें आंसर रहेगा. Next 25. Which of the following statements is least accurate regarding an offer under contract law in India? An offer is not valid unless such offer has been communicated to other party. या फिर complete as against an acceptor when the offerer puts it in the mode of transmission outside the control of offerer. बिल्कुल ठीक है, ये भी ठीक है. Offer lapses when counter offer is made, बिल्कुल ठीक है. Offer lapses by revocation as long as such offer revoked prior to the acceptance, बिल्कुल ठीक है. Offer lapses on acceptance of the term of the offer by the third party, नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. तो least accurate कौन सा हुआ? E. E is the answer. Next question number 26. A offers to buy B's motorcycle for a price of rupees 35,000. B replies that motorcycle may be bought for rupees 45,000. A immediately lets B know that it is not acceptable. 10 days later, B agreed to sell the motorcycle to A at rupees 35,000 and communicates his acceptance to A. Is there a valid contract between A and B? हाँ ठीक है, उसने थोड़ा टाइम लिया, तो टाइम के बाद उसने नेगोशिएशन के बाद जो है अपनी एक्सेप्टेंस दे दी. तो प्रिंसिपल क्या है? द ऑफरर मस्ट कम्युनिकेट द ऑफर टू द ऑफरी एंड द ऑफरी मस्ट कम्युनिकेट एक्सेप्टेंस ऑफ द ऑफर टू द ऑफरर फॉर अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट टू बी वैलिड. An offer lapses if a counter offer is made. A counter offer is considered a fresh offer which must be accepted in order to give rise to a contract. Options क्या हैं? As B has accepted the initial offer made by A and communicated his acceptance to A, there is a valid contract between A and B. हाँ ये ठीक है. फिर B was only negotiating the price and once it was determined that A would only accept with 35,000, B communicated his acceptance to A and this resulted in a valid contract between A and B. फिर है B made a counter offer that A rejected and since the counter offer causes A's initial offer to lapse, there is no valid contract between A and B. फिर A failed to expressly revoke his initial offer. फिर है A's rejection, B's offer is counter offer now. A would be the appropriate answer. Next is 27. A hands over a permit to a courier company who agrees to deliver it without delay to A's paper factory. A informs the courier that his factory cannot restart production till the permit is delivered to them. The courier company unreasonably delays the delivery of the permit. As a result, A loses an unusually lucrative contract with Japanese company. What is the compensation that A is entitled to receive from the courier company? Principle है, a party to a contract who breaches the contract must compensate the other party for any loss damage that arises naturally from the breach or which the parties knew when they made the contract to be likely to result from the breach of contract. सेक्शन कौन सा ये? 73, 74 ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट. केस कौन सा आता है यहाँ पे? हेडले वर्सेस बैक्सनडेल, है कि नहीं? बहुत ही फेमस केस है. तो क्या A compensation मिलेगा? Is entitled to receive compensation the average amount of the profit that he would have made from the working of his factory during the period of delay, but and not the loss sustained through the loss of contract with the Japanese company. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है भाई. उस कोरियर कंपनी को ये पता था कि उसकी फैक्ट्री बंद है, तो उसको बता दिया गया था कि फैक्ट्री बंद है तो काम नहीं हो पाएगा, इसलिए डिले किया, तो उसका जो एवरेज एनुअल प्रॉफिट है वो उस हिसाब से मिल जाएगा. लेकिन जो कोरियर कंपनी है उसको ये नहीं मालूम था ना कि भाई उसके पास कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आया हुआ. अगर उस कोरियर कंपनी को ये बता दिया गया होता कि भाई ए की फैक्ट्री में जो है ए वुड लूज द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ड्यू टू द डिले, तो उस लॉस के लिए भी कॉम्पनसेशन मांग सकता था, लेकिन यहाँ पर उसको मालूम नहीं था, तो नहीं मिलेगा, बिकॉज इट इज द रिमोटनेस ऑफ द लॉस, है ना. तो बी है, ए इज एंटाइटल्ड टू रिसीव एन कंपनसेशन अमाउंट इक्वल टू ओवरहेड cost. No, not entitled to any compensation. Entitled to receive compensation that would have been made usually lucrative contract. No, ये नहीं मिलेगा. Receive the profit that he would have made or had he entered into a similarly lucrative contract. ठीक है. Next 28. A landlord agrees to let his flat out to B for a payment of monthly rent of rupees 10,000. C agreed to act as a surety for any default of B in payment of rent. B is facing a sudden financial crisis and a few days before his rent is due, informs that he might not be able to pay rent for January on time. A immediately calls up C and asks him to pay the rent for January as C has guaranteed B's payment of rent. Is C liable to pay the rent for January to A? हाँ, जब भी मांग लेगा तो देना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज वो श्योरिटी है. श्योरिटी में तो ये रहता है ना कि श्योरिटी की लायबिलिटी क्या रहती है? को एक्सटेंसिव विद द प्रिंसिपल डेटर. The surety liability arises The surety liability arises when the principal debtor has defaulted. बिल्कुल ठीक है. Upon default of principal debtor, the surety is immediately liable and the creditor is not required to first proceed against the principal debtor before calling upon the surety to make the payment. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. मतलब प्रिंसिपल है ये. सेक्शन कौन सा है ये? सेक्शन है ये 128 ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट. क्या है वो? श्योरिटीज लायबिलिटी. ऑप्शन देखते हैं. C is liable to pay the rent for January because C has guaranteed it and A is not required to seek the rent beforehand from B. फिर B है C is liable to pay the rent for January because B has defaulted and A can now proceed against the surety. फिर है C is not liable to pay the rent for January as surety only guarantee performance and C is not personally liable for B's default. ये wrong है. फिर C is not liable to pay the rent as B is yet to default and C's liability will arise only when B has defaulted. आगे देखिए. C is liable to pay the rent for January as B is in financial trouble and unable to pay the rent. C has agreed to be the surety of B's performance. तो appropriate answer इसमें क्या बनेगा? देखिए यहाँ पर क्या लिखा हुआ है. Informs A that he might not be able to pay. He might not be able to pay मतलब शायद ना दे पाए, बट यहाँ पर अभी डिफॉल्ट हुआ नहीं है तो इमीडिएटली क्या मांग पाएगा? नो. सी इज नॉट लायबल बिकॉज डिफॉल्ट नहीं हुआ. डिफॉल्ट के बाद ही तो मांग पाएगा ना, वो अभी नहीं मांग सकता. अभी उसने मना नहीं किया. उसने कहा माइट नॉट बी एबल, शायद ना दे पाए. वो भी कंफर्म नहीं है, क्या पता दे दे. तो डी इसमें अप्रोप्रिएट आंसर रहेगा. थोड़ा ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन है, ध्यान से देखना पड़ेगा. नेक्स्ट इज 29. इन विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग सर्कमस्टांसेस इज कल्पेबल होमिसाइड आल्सो मर्डर अंडर द इंडियन पिनल कोड? वेयर द ऑफेंडर इंटेंडेड टू कॉज डेथ. ये तो है, ये सेक्शन 300 के बारे में पूछ रहे हैं ये. फिर द ऑफेंडर इंटेंडेड टू कॉज सीरियस इंजरी दैट कॉज द डेथ ऑफ द विक्टिम, ये भी है. फिर इंटेंडेड टू कॉज बोडली इंजरी दैट इज सफिशिएंट, तो ये वाला नहीं है बिकॉज सीरियस इंजरी के बारे में बात नहीं की गई. बोडली इंजरी दैट इज सफिशिएंट इन ऑर्डिनरी कोर्स ऑफ नेचर टू कॉज डेथ, ये वाला बात की गई है. इंटेंडेड टू कॉज सच इंजरी एज ऑफेंडर न्यू टू बी लाइकली टू कॉज डेथ, ये है. व्हेन द ऑफेंडर intended to commit an act that was so inherently dangerous that it would in probability cause death, ये भी है. तो यहाँ पूछा हुआ कौन से मर्डर होंगे, तो सब में मर्डर हो गए. ऑप्शन गलत बना दिया. कहाँ पूछा था कि विच वुड नॉट बी कल्पेबल होमिसाइड अमाउंट ऑफ मर्डर, ठीक है ना, तो उसमें बी आंसर होता. बट यहाँ पर इस क्वेश्चन को जो है डिलीट कर दिया गया बिकॉज ऑप्शंस वर नॉट प्रॉपर. यू कैन से क्वेश्चन इज नॉट प्रॉपर. नेक्स्ट इज 30. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट एन एसेंशियल एलिमेंट टू बी प्रूव्ड इन केस ऑफ हर्ट और ग्रीवियस हर्ट? That the offender intended to hurt the victim. हर्ट किसको हुआ है? विक्टिम को हुआ है. क्या उसने सिर्फ उसी विक्टिम को जो है इंटेंड किया था हर्ट करने का? क्या ये मैटर करता है? नो, इट इज नॉट एसेंशियल. हर्ट वाज कॉज्ड, यस. वॉलंटरी किया, यस. डिड नॉट कंसेंट, विक्टिम की कंसेंट नहीं थी, ये भी एसेंशियल है. और इंटेंशन थी हर्ट करने की, चाहे किसी को करने की थी, विक्टिम हर्ट हो गया तो ऑब्वियसली देयर वाज हर्ट. तो कौन सा एसेंशियल नहीं होगा? ए इज द आंसर. Next 31. In which of the following instances is an accused most likely to be guilty of an offence under IPC where a lawful act resulted in an unforeseen injury due to accident? Accident कहाँ पर है? जनरल एक्सेप्शंस में. IPC में सेक्शन है ये 80. अब न्यू भारतीय न्याय संहिता में हो गया सेक्शन 18. Where the injury is caused while acting pursuant to the order of court. इसमें एक एग्जाम्पल आता है, बहुत ही कॉमन क्वेश्चन बनता है उसमें, जल्लाद वाला, ठीक है, जिसमें फांसी देता है जो जल्लाद, तो ही इज एग्जम्प्टेड. सेक्शन है 78. अब हो गया सेक्शन 16. वे इंजरी इज कॉज्ड बाय जज व्हाइल एक्टिंग जुडिशियली. अर्लियर इट वाज सेक्शन 77. नाउ दिस इज सेक्शन 15. नेक्स्ट इज वेयर द इंजरी कॉज इज वेरी स्लाइट एंड ट्रिफल अकॉर्डिंग टू द अक्यूज्ड. अकॉर्डिंग टू द अक्यूज्ड नहीं, अकॉर्डिंग टू लॉ होना चाहिए या फिर कोर्ट होना चाहिए. वैसे सेक्शन 95 है ये जनरल एक्सेप्शंस में. अब हो गया सेक्शन 33. तो ये मोस्ट लाइकली टू बी गिल्टी, तो यहाँ पर हो जाना चाहिए. फिर देख लेते हैं. वेयर द इंजरी कॉज बाय द अक्यूज्ड वेयर ही इज ऑफ अनसाउंड माइंड, यहाँ पर ये 84 में जो है एग्जम्प्ट हो जाएगा. नाउ दिस सेक्शन 22. तो डी इसमें आंसर रहेगा. नेक्स्ट 32. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट अ फॉर्म ऑफ पनिशमेंट अंडर IPC? फॉरफीचर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी है, यस. इम्प्रिजनमेंट फॉर लाइफ है, सिंपल इम्प्रिजनमेंट है, फाइन है. कम्युनिटी सर्विस नहीं है, तो ई इसका आंसर हो गया. देखिए यहाँ पूछा एज पर दी IPC. अगर यहाँ पर अब आ जाए भारतीय न्याय संहिता तो इसमें कम्युनिटी सर्विस भी डाल दिया गया है. सेक्शन 4 में है ये. पनिशमेंट जो आईपीसी में प्रोवाइड की गई थी वो प्रोवाइड की गई है सेक्शन 53 ऑफ आईपीसी। ऑलराइट, अब कम्युनिटी सर्विस को भी ऐड कर दिया गया है एज अ पनिशमेंट। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 33। Four men agree to rob a bank. Two of them are carrying large knives and one has a shotgun. The last one is carrying a bag for the money. They agree that they will not hurt anyone. They enter the bank wearing masks, threaten the staff, and demand cash. One of the bank employees tries to grab the shotgun, and the man holding it discharges the shotgun, causing the death of the employee. The men get the cash and leave the bank. Can any or all of the robbers can be charged in relation to the death of the bank employee? Principle है, when a criminal act is done by the several person in furtherance of common intention of all, each of such person is liable for that act in the same manner as if it were done by him alone. सेक्शन कौन सा है ये? 34 कॉमन इंटेंशन इन आईपीसी है ना। अब भारतीय न्याय संहिता में कौन सा सेक्शन हो गया है ये? नाउ दिस इज सेक्शन 4 इन भारतीय न्याय संहिता। ऑप्शंस है, yes, all the robbers can be charged because the act of one person in discharging the gun was in pursuit of common intention to hurt anyone if necessary while robbing the bank. No, the robbers were of common intention that they would not hurt anyone. Yes, only 3 robbers carrying weapons may be charged. फिर yes, all the robbers can be charged because the act of one person in discharging the gun was in pursuit of common intention of all of them to rob the bank. ए में और डी में क्या फर्क है? टू रॉब द बैंक है और कॉमन इंटेंशन टू हर्ट नहीं है, ठीक है ना। रॉब द बैंक है तो फिर सारी लाइबल हो जाएंगे और उसका प्रोबेबल कॉन्सिक्वेंस है ना भाई, शॉटगन लेके जा रहे हैं तो डी इसका आंसर रहेगा। नेक्स्ट 34। ए गिव्स बी ₹25,000 टू बाय टेलीविजन फ्रॉम अ स्टोर. बी रन्स अवे विद द मनी. Which of the following statement is the most accurate application of the principle below? Principle है, a person commits theft when such person to take dishonestly any movable property out of the possession of any other person without that person's consent, move that property in order to perform such taking. The offense of criminal breach of trust is committed when a person who is entrusted in any manner with property or with dominion over it dishonestly misappropriates it or converts it to his own use or dishonestly uses it or disposes of it in violation of law or any lawful contract. ये सेक्शन 378 आईपीसी। अब थेफ्ट कहाँ चला गया है भारतीय न्याय संहिता में, जरा लिखिए कमेंट सेक्शन में। ऑप्शन है बी हैज कमिटेड द ऑफेंस ऑफ थेफ्ट एंड क्रिमिनल ब्रीच ऑफ ट्रस्ट, थेफ्ट ओनली एंड नॉट सीबीटी, एंड सीबीटी नॉट थेफ्ट, नो ऑफेंस द ऑफेंस ऑफ थेफ्ट बट विल बी गिल्टी ऑफ क्रिमिनल ब्रीच ऑफ ट्रस्ट इफ ही कन्वर्ट्स द मनी फॉर हिज ओन यूज। तो इसमें आंसर क्या रहेगा? देखिए उसको एंट्रस्ट किया गया, मतलब भाई यू टेक द मनी एंड बाय टीवी फ्रॉम द स्टोर, उसको हमने एंट्रस्ट कर दिया पैसा, तो जहां पर भी एंट्रस्टमेंट होगा देयर वुड बी ओनली क्रिमिनल ब्रीच ऑफ ट्रस्ट एंड ऑफ थेफ्ट। सी इसका आंसर रहेगा। सीबीटी है सेक्शन 405 डेफिनेशन है इन आईपीसी, इसका भी लिखिए जरा भारतीय न्याय संहिता के अकॉर्डिंग सेक्शन। नेक्स्ट 35। A threatens to publish a defamatory article about B unless B gives him the money to protect his reputation. Which of the following statement is most accurate about A's liability? Principle है, whoever intentionally puts a person in fear of injury to that or to any other and thereby dishonestly induces the person so put in fear to deliver any property, valuable security or anything signed or sealed which may be converted into valuable security, extortion. So he would be guilty of extortion. Options है, A is guilty of extortion as A has put B in fear of injury to his reputation and induced B to give the money. A is not guilty of extortion as money is not a property or valuable security. फिर A is not guilty of extortion as A has put B in fear of physical harm. No. Not guilty of extortion. No. A would be the answer. And this is section कौन सा है? 383 extortion, and now this is section 308 in भारतीय न्याय संहिता। Next 36. Which of the following statement concerning confessions in criminal matter is most accurate? Due to the privilege against self-incrimination, neither confession given to a police officer or a magistrate are admissible. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है। फिर है बी, कन्फेशन टू पुलिस ऑफिसर आर ओनली एडमिसिबल एट ट्रायल्स इफ द अक्यूज हैज बीन एडवाइज्ड beforehand that they are not obliged to make the statement. Fear confession are admissible provided the accused's rights have been protected. Most importantly, those including the right to legal aid, advice, and right not to be tortured. ये wrong है. As per section 25-26, any confession given to police officer is no confession, है ना? फिर confession are admissible provided the accused has given it voluntary and police officer recorded no. Confession admissible provided the accused has given it voluntary and the magistrate recording it followed all the procedure outlined in CRPC. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. E is the answer. Section 25 and 26 of Evidence Act talks about the any statement given to police officer is not admissible. ठीक है. अब नाउ भारतीय साक्ष्य अधिनियम में सेक्शन चेंज हो गया है. जरा लिखिए जरा कमेंट सेक्शन में. Next 37. Which of the following is not one of the basic rights of an arrested person under the CRPC? ऑप्शन है राइट नॉट टू बी सब्जेक्टेड टू अननेसेसरी रेस्ट्रेंट्स. बिल्कुल ठीक. ये भारतीय नागरिक सुरक्षा संहिता में सेक्शन कौन कौन से हैं ये? दिस इज 46. राइट टू हैव अ लॉयर प्रेजेंट ऑल टाइम्स इंक्लूडिंग इन द इंटेरोगेशन रूम. ये राइट नहीं है. ड्यूरिंग इंटेरोगेशन तो है, इंटेरोगेशन रूम में तो नहीं चाहिए, है ना. सेक्शन 38 है ये. राइट नॉट टू बी टॉर्चर एंड बी सब्जेक्ट टू कस्टोडियल वायलेंस एंड फॉर इंटेरोगेशन रिमेन ह्यूमेन. ये तो नेचुरल जस्टिस का प्रिंसिपल है. And right to be produced before magistrate within 24 hours of arrest. Section 58. Right to be informed of the grounds of arrest. ये तो है ही है. ठीक है ना. So कौन सा नहीं है? B वाला. B is the answer. Question 38. Which of the following is least likely to be considered that the court will normally weigh when considering an application for bail? The character of the evidence presented. If what the police officer handling the case wants, accused will appear in the court or leave the jurisdiction. The nature of seriousness of the offense, apprehension of accused, tampering the witness. ये सब तो हो जाएंगे. तो बी इसमें आंसर रहेगा. बेल वाले सेक्शन पहले थे 437, 30, 39 है ना. अब कहाँ हो गए? जरा भारतीय नागरिक सुरक्षा संहिता के सेक्शन लिखिए जरा बेल के. Next 39. Which of the following statement about the CRPC is least accurate? Since it is central legislation, only parliament can amend it or and not the state legislation. No, it is wrong. CRPC आता है concurrent list में. So both the central government, the parliament and the state government can make the law on that. They can do the state amendments. It is allowed. So यही wrong हो गया इसमें least accurate. फिर है it provides rules and procedure for investigation. ये है. trial का है. Implementation of substantive criminal law ये भी है. It balances the accused and need of society ये भी है. A इसमें wrong हो गया. A is the answer. Next is 40. A is taken to a police station for questioning. The police officer was informed that A was one of the witnesses to an incident and the previous day where one man assaulted another. What the police officer does not know is that A was also involved in the assault on the man but had stopped before any other witnesses arrived on the scene. Is A obliged to answer the police officer's question? Earlier in CRPC this was section 161. अब हो गया है ये 180 इन न्यू भारतीय नागरिक सुरक्षा संहिता. तो प्रिंसिपल क्या है? एनी पुलिस ऑफिसर मेकिंग एन इन्वेस्टिगेशन सो एंड सो आप पढ़ लीजिए. ये सेक्शन ही लिखा हुआ है. ऑलराइट. ऑप्शंस क्या है? नो, ए डज नॉट हैव टू आंसर एनी क्वेश्चन एज ही मे इंक्रिमिनेट. फिर yes he has to answer all the question. No, he does not have to answer. Yes, he has to answer all the question, but since he will become a suspect he will be entitled to have a lawyer present. No, he has to answer the question up to the point where he may be incriminate himself in the assault. E is the answer. All right. Next is 41. A police officer attends A's house and tells him that he is under arrest and that he should accompany the officer to the police station. A refuses to go with the officer. The officer leaves, saying that he will return the next day with more of police officers. A says he will go with the police officer next day. Is A under arrest at this stage and why? प्रिंसिपल है, इन मेकिंग अरेस्ट पुलिस ऑफिसर और अदर पर्सन मेकिंग द अरेस्ट शैल एक्चुअली टच एंड कन्फाइन द बॉडी ऑफ द पर्सन टू बी अरेस्टेड अनलेस ही देयर इज सबमिशन टू द कस्टडी बाय वर्ड्स और एक्शंस। कहाँ मेंशन किया गया है? इन सेक्शन 43 ऑफ भारतीय नागरिक सुरक्षा संहिता। ऑप्शंस क्या है? यस, बिकॉज द पुलिस ऑफिसर हैज क्लियरली टोल्ड ए दैट ही इज अंडर अरेस्ट and A have been notified that A will be taken to the police station following day. फिर है yes, because the police officer has clearly told A that under arrest and A has consented to go with the officer. No, A is not allowed to leave the jurisdiction because he agreed to be arrested. No, because when A refused to the police officer has no touch or confine A, so A is not yet under arrest. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है, एक्चुअली टच और कन्फाइन नहीं किया है, ठीक है। वो कहता है कि हाँ मैं कल देखता हूँ, कल आऊंगा। तो डी इसमें आंसर रहेगा, टेंटेटिव अरेस्ट। नो, डी इज द आंसर। नेक्स्ट 42, A is charged with murder. At his trial, the judge considered that there is no sufficient evidence against A, including the lack of evidence that A was even at the scene, and delivers a verdict of acquittal. Police are frustrated by this and conducted searches and testing at the scene. They are able to recover some fingerprints which they say match to those of A. Can A be tried again for murder? Earlier it was section 300 in CRPC regarding the double jeopardy or double trial. There can be no double trial, है ना। A person who has been tried by a court of competent jurisdiction for an offence or committed or acquitted of such offence shall, while conviction remains forced, not liable for to be tried again unless there is an appeal, ठीक है ना। appeal is not a further trial, it is an appeal as 5। अब हो गया सेक्शन 337 इन भारतीय नागरिक सुरक्षा संहिता। ऑप्शन क्या है? Yes, A can be tried again because of discovery new evidence. No, A cannot be tried because that would amount to trying A for the same offense. बिल्कुल ठीक है। No, A can be tried for culpable homicide. नहीं। Yes, A can be tried again, but only if the police or prosecution first have the initial acquittal quashed. फिर है no, A cannot be tried put once the acquittal is quashed. A can be tried for culpable homicide. B is the answer. Next 43. Which of the following statements regarding the examination of the title to immovable property is the least accurate? Examination of title to immovable property covers information available in public records but not in private records. गलत है। Examination of title to immovable property usually begins with the preparation of an abstract of title. ये ठीक है। फिर examination of title of improperty involves reviewing past trust deeds, ये बिल्कुल ठीक है। seeks to reveal any defect, ये भी ठीक है। aims to ascertain whether the title has been passed correctly to each owner, ये बिल्कुल ठीक है। तो गलत कौन सा इसमें? A is the answer. Next is 44. Which of the following statements regarding the parties to a deed arising out of the transfer of property is most accurate? Both parties to such a deed need to be competent to contract. ठीक है, मान्य cannot be party to such deed, ये ठीक है। Unlike a deed arising out of a contract, deed arising out of transfer of property does not require two parties. Both parties to such a deed need to be competent to contract. कोई जरूरी नहीं है ट्रांसफर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी है, यहाँ पर सेल या फिर डीड अराइजिंग आउट ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं है। माइनर कैनॉट बी ए पार्टी टू सच डीड, ये हो सकता है, ये रॉन्ग हो गया। फिर अनलाइक अ डीड अराइजिंग आउट ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, a deed arising out of transfer of property does not require two parties. थोड़ा क्वेश्चन है, कहूँगा कि थोड़ा क्वेश्चन गड़बड़ है ये। The person on whom obligation imposed under such a deed has to be competent to a contract. ये ठीक है। Under disability cannot be a party, ये रॉन्ग है। तो डी इसमें आंसर अप्रोप्रिएट है, बट मैं कहूँगा क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा ठीक नहीं है, थोड़ा क्लियर बनाना चाहिए व्हाट दे आर ट्राइंग टू आस्क। Next is 45. Which of the following statement does not describe a fundamental rule regarding pleadings? A है pleading must state all material fact, बिल्कुल ठीक है। Need not follow word to word in all case set form, ये बिल्कुल ठीक है। फिर pleading must list all principles of law to the facts, ये wrong है। Need not state facts by mean of which material fact are to be proved, ये ठीक है। Need to include material facts that the law presumes in parties favor only, ये ठीक है। wrong कौन सा हुआ? wrong हो गया C। प्लीडिंग का ऑर्डर कौन सा? दिस इज ऑर्डर 6 इन CPC। C is the answer. Next is 46. Which of the following statements regarding written statement is the most accurate? The rules applicable to plain are generally not applicable to written statement. ये wrong है. Defendant is allowed a maximum of 90 days from the commission of the offense to file written statement. अब देखिए यहाँ पर क्या लिखा हुआ commission of the offense, क्या उसमें WS फाइल होता है? नहीं. ठीक है, तो ये wrong हो गया. फिर a statement questioning the maintainability of the suit would be sufficient in a written statement as it is not always necessary to specifically state why the suit is not maintainable. No, it is wrong. The defendant may choose to admit or deny the allegation in the plaint but must not allege new facts. ये wrong है. वो counter claim कर सकता है obviously in written statement. फिर the defendant can add the written statement the defense to set off or counterclaim even at later stage in the proceedings with the permission of the court if there is a due course for doing so. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. तो इसमें E आंसर रहेगा. What is the order for written statement? It is order 8 in CPC. Next is 47. A, aged 32 years, executes a gift deed to transfer a plot of land to his daughter B, who is 9 years old at that time. After 10 years, B transfer that plot of land to her cousin C, aged 17, for a discounted price of rupees 20,000 only. Does C has a valid title to the property? Principle है, in deeds relating to transfer of property, a minor can be transferee in a case where no obligation imposed on such transferee of action or omission. No person can be transferor of property if that person is not competent to contract. ये ठीक है. तो C has valid title to the property because both first and second transfer were valid transfers as a transferor in both cases was competent to contract. तो देखिए यहाँ पर A की एज कितनी 32, डॉटर की एज कितनी है 9 ईयर्स. तो वेस्टेड इंटरेस्ट यहाँ पे क्रिएट कर दिया, ठीक है. उसके बाद 10 ईयर्स मतलब 9 + 10 कितने हो गए 19. तो उस बी ने फिर वो ट्रांसफर कर दिया किसको, सी को, जो कि इसकी एज है 17 फॉर अ डिस्काउंटेड प्राइस. अब देखिए वहां पर तो गिफ्ट किया था वो वेस्टेड इंटरेस्ट में आ गया, बट यहाँ पर जो है डिस्काउंटेड प्राइस में दे दिया है सी को, जो कि एक माइनर है. तो क्या ये वैलिड हो जाएगा? C has a valid title as the first and second transfer were valid transfers as transfer in both cases was committed to contract. ट्रांसफर तो है बट एग्रीमेंट तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट तो वहां पर नहीं हुआ है, बिकॉज वहां पर क्या है वो सेल फॉर कंसिडरेशन है. फिर C has valid title to property because in deeds relating to transfer property transferee can be a minor. माइनर तो है बट वही सेम चीज कमिटेड टू कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं है एज पर सेक्शन 7 ऑफ ट्रांसफर प्रॉपर्टी एक्ट जो लिखा हुआ है. C does not have the valid title to the property because B was not committed to contract in the second transaction. Somehow this is correct. Whether C has valid title is to be ascertained by the court on the basis of whether the discounted price is considered to be adequate consideration. फिर है C does not have valid title to the property because a minor can be a transferee only when there is no obligation on the minor to pay consideration for the transfer. यहाँ पर ऑब्लिगेशन टू पे आ गया ना, तो यहाँ पर ये वैलिड ट्रांसफर नहीं हुआ. तो ई इसमें आंसर रहेगा. नेक्स्ट 48. A was working on the first floor balcony with some heavy tools. While working, a tool slipped out of A's hand and fell down on B, who was walking on the street below. The weight and sharp part of the tool caused injuries on B's shoulder, back, and legs. B filed a suit against A to recover damages for the loss suffered. With regard to the pleading to be filed by both parties, which of the following statement is least accurate? प्रिंसिपल है, pleading must include material facts and so. ऑर्डर 6 की बात कर रहे हैं ये इन CPC. इसमें ऑप्शन है द प्लेन मस्ट इंक्लूड अ डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द लॉस सफर्ड बाय बी एंड अमाउंट ऑफ डैमेजेस बीइंग क्लेम्ड. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. द प्लेन मस्ट इंक्लूड अ डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द वेट एंड शार्पनेस ऑफ द टूल. वो कैसे बताएगा? तो इस इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. प्लेन मस्ट इंक्लूड द फैक्ट दैट अ टूल स्लिप्ड आउट ऑफ एज हैंड. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. नीड नॉट टू इंक्लूड अ डॉक्टर्स रिपोर्ट. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. फिर नीड नॉट इंक्लूड डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ बीज रीजनिंग फॉर वॉकिंग ऑन द स्ट्रीट. दिस इज ऑल्सो करेक्ट. तो लीस्ट एक्यूरेट कौन सा हुआ? फिर बी. बी इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट इज 49. A and B are involved in a trademark infringement dispute. The dispute is referred to a sole arbitrator who passes an award declaring A to be the owner of the trademark. Subsequently, A assigns this trademark to C without any consideration. which of the following statement is most accurate about whether such assignment agreement is compulsory registrable under the registration act and why? तो ये रजिस्ट्रेशन एक्ट का सेक्शन 17 यहाँ पर मेंशन कर दिया गया है that non-testamentary instrument transferring or signing any decree or order of the court or any award when such decree or order or award purports to operate to create or ये so and so is are compulsory registrable. तो यहाँ compulsory registrable होगा A. No, it is not compulsory registrable because only the orders of the court that declare right are compulsory registrable. फिर yes, it is compulsory all non-testamentary instrument assigning an award. No, it is not compulsory registrable because it is assigned intellectual property which is not an immovable property. और देखिए ये जो सेक्शन है इसमें क्या लिखा हुआ है, टू और इन इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी। तो यहाँ पे क्या इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी है? नो, तो आईपीआर है, इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट्स, तो ये नहीं होगा, तो सी ही इसमें आंसर रहेगा। बाकी भी आप देख सकते हैं। नो, इट इज कंपल्सरी रजिस्ट्रेबल बिकॉज सेटलमेंट एग्रीमेंट इज नो। यस, इट इज कंपल्सरी रजिस्ट्रेबल सिंस इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी इंक्लूड्स इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी। नो, सी इज द आंसर। नेक्स्ट 50, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज लीस्ट लाइकली टू बी एडमिटेड एज एविडेंस इन इंडिया? एक्सपर्ट एविडेंस मानते हैं, यस। डॉक्यूमेंट्री, यस। सेकेंडरी, ओरल, यस। थर्ड पार्टी एविडेंस कुछ नहीं होता, तो बी इसमें आंसर हो जाएगा। नेक्स्ट 51, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज मोस्ट एक्यूरेट अबाउट एक्स्ट्राजुडिशियल कन्फेशन इन इंडिया? एक्स्ट्राजुडिशियल कन्फेशंस आर इलीगल, नहीं ऐसा नहीं है। इनएडमिसिबल, नो। एडमिसिबल है। ओनली विद द एक्यूज्ड परमिशन, नो। एडमिसिबल बट अ वीक फॉर्म ऑफ एविडेंस, बिल्कुल ठीक है। नॉट ऑर्डिनरी रिक्वायर एनी कॉर्पोरेशन, ये रॉन्ग है, तो डी इसमें करेक्ट हो गया, मोस्ट एक्यूरेट। डी इज द आंसर। अगला है 52, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज मोस्ट एक्यूरेट अबाउट लीडिंग क्वेश्चंस? लीडिंग क्वेश्चन का मेंशन किया गया है इन एविडेंस एक्ट, ये था 143 में। अब जो न्यू भारतीय साक्ष्य अधिनियम आया है उसमें हो गया है सेक्शन 146। तो लीडिंग क्वेश्चन इज एनी क्वेश्चन सजेस्टिंग एन आंसर दैट द कोर्ट एक्सपेक्ट टू रिसीव। कोर्ट नहीं, पर्सन इज आस्किंग, है ना, तो रॉन्ग हो गया। ड्यूरिंग आर परमिटेड ड्यूरिंग एग्जामिनेशन इन चीफ, नो। री एग्जामिनेशन, नो। ओनली ड्यूरिंग क्रॉस एग्जामिनेशन, यस। और विद द परमिशन ऑफ द कोर्ट, परमिशन ऑफ द कोर्ट इज नेसेसरी टू आस्क लीडिंग क्वेश्चन ड्यूरिंग एग्जामिनेशन चीफ, री एग्जामिनेशन और क्रॉस एग्जामिनेशन। यहाँ पर नहीं रिक्वायरमेंट है, इन दोनों में है, तो इसलिए ये स्टेटमेंट भी रॉन्ग हो गई, तो डी इसमें आंसर हो जाएगा। नेक्स्ट 53, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज मोस्ट एक्यूरेट अबाउट इलीगली ऑब्टेन्ड एविडेंस? तो चाहे इलीगली ऑब्टेन्ड हो बट दे आर स्टिल वैलिड। इलीगली ऑब्टेन्ड एविडेंस कैन नॉट बी रिलाइड, ये रॉन्ग है। कैन नॉट बी रिलाइड बाय एनी कोर्ट, नो। कैन बी यूज्ड अगेंस्ट पार्टी चार्ज विद एन ऑफेंस, बिल्कुल ठीक है ये। Illegally evidence can be relied only if corroborated by other evidences, no, it is not required. फिर can be used to establish the mens rea of an accused but not the actus reus, ये wrong है, तो सी इसमें करेक्ट आंसर रहेगा। नेक्स्ट 54, A is being tried for the murder of her husband. In her trial, she claims that she committed the murder under grave and sudden provocation. जो the following statement is most accurate application of the principle below? प्रिंसिपल है सेक्शन 105, क्या कहता है कि if the accused say that he or she falls under the general exceptions of IPC, then they are required to prove that, means burden of proof is upon them. Okay. ऑप्शन ए है, A is guilty of murder as this amounts to an admissible confession. फिर onus of proving the grave and sudden provocation is on A, बिल्कुल ठीक है। onus of disproving the grave is now on the prosecution, ऐसा कुछ लिखा नहीं गया है। onus of proving is on the prosecution, no. will presume that A statement is truth absence, no. So B ही इसका आंसर रहेगा। नेक्स्ट 55, A is charged with committing forgery. C, a witness states in court that A had committed forgery. C had earlier stated in the court that A had not committed forgery. Which of the following statement is most accurate application of the principle below? Principle: the testimony of a hostile witness can be used to extent to which supports the prosecution case. ये सेक्शन 154 ऑफ एविडेंस एक्ट की बात कर रहे हैं। अब भारतीय साक्ष्य अधिनियम में सेक्शन हो गया है चेंज, तो लिखिए जरा कमेंट सेक्शन में कि सेक्शन कौन सा हो गया है अभी हॉस्टाइल विटनेस का। ऑप्शंस हैं, एविडेंस ऑफ सी विल बी एडमिसिबल, द एविडेंस ऑफ सी विल बी इनएडमिसिबल एंड नीदर पार्टी विल बी एबल टू रिलाई ऑन सी स्टेटमेंट, ये रॉन्ग है। द एविडेंस ऑफ सी विल बी इनएडमिसिबल एज इट डज नॉट सपोर्ट द प्रोसिक्यूशंस केस, ये बिल्कुल ठीक है। will be admissible, no, but only after C being tried for perjury. No, because A has completely contradicted. No, C is the answer. Next 56. A is accused of forging currency notes and is convicted by the Court of Communal Jurisdiction in State B of India and sentenced the minimum prescribed punishment. Since part of cause of action also arose State C of India, a court of communal jurisdiction in State C seeks to try A on the same facts. क्या same facts पर हो सकता है? Principle है, if a person is tried by competent court and either acquitted or convicted, he cannot be tried again second time for the same offense arising from the same facts. सेक्शन है ये 300 इन CRPC. अब इन भारतीय नागरिक सुरक्षा संहिता सेक्शन कौन सा हो गया, ये मैं ऑलरेडी बता चुका हूँ, पहले क्वेश्चन आया था, तो बताइए, लिखिए जरा कमेंट सेक्शन में सेक्शन को यहाँ पर ये. ठीक है, ऑप्शंस हैं. A can produce a judgment of his previous conviction and sentence handed down by court in state B, which would be relevant fact and would prevent the court in state C conducting a second trial on the same facts. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. Cannot produce, can produce judgment in his previous in, but the High Court C permits. No. C, A can produce a judgment of his previous conviction sentence, Supreme Court जाएगा. No. तो A इसमें appropriate option रहेगा. A is the answer. Next 57. Which of the following is not an external aid that may be used to assist in constructing the meaning of a piece of legislation? तो क्या नहीं है? पार्लियामेंट्री डिबेट्स है, ये है. अदर स्टैट्यूट ये भी है. डिसीजन ऑफ कोर्ट, अदर जुडिक्शन ये भी है. प्रोवाइजर टू अ प्रोविजन इन दी स्टैट्यूट ये नहीं होता, तो ई इसमें आंसर रहेगा. नेक्स्ट 58. Which of the following schools of jurisprudence believes that there is no necessary connection between law and morality, but there may be instances where moral consideration may play a role in legal validity? तो ये है कौन सा स्कूल है ये है पॉजिटिविस्ट स्कूल. बट कौन सा, इंक्लूसिव या एक्सक्लूसिव? इट इज इंक्लूसिव. बी इज द आंसर, इंक्लूसिव लीगल पॉजिटिविज्म. Next 59. Which of the following philosophers suggested that society ought to concentrate on reducing all forms of injustice rather than focusing on what justice is? ये किसने कहा था? ये कहा था अमर्त्य सेन ने. B is the answer. Next 60. Which of the following is not a rule of statutory interpretation? लिटरल रूल है, कंटेक्स्ट रूल है, गोल्डन है, मिसचीफ है, जेन्युइन रूल नहीं है. तो डी इसका आंसर रहेगा. नेक्स्ट 61. Charges of corruption are brought against A, the President of India. The President is found to enjoy immunity against those charges. Which of the following is the most accurate application of the principle below? Principle है, dual correlation indicates concepts that are logically consistent and where one necessarily implies the other. The presence of immunity with one party implies the presence of disability with the other party. Options है, there is a presence of immunity in the office of president and hence A cannot function as president so long as A is relying on immunity. फिर है, there is absence of disability. फिर absence of disability, the presence of disability from prosecution in the office of president and results in immunity from prosecution. So there is a presence of disability in court of law to try president of India for an offense of corruption. कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ में तो है, बट मे बी देर कैन बी इम्पीचमेंट और आफ्टर दैट देर कैन बी ए प्रोसीजर, है ना. सो इसमें ई आंसर रहेगा. ई इज द मोस्ट अप्रोप्रिएट ऑप्शन. नेक्स्ट 62. द रूल ऑफ स्कूल ए इज दैट स्टूडेंट्स पेट डॉग आर नॉट परमिटेड टू एंटर द स्कूल premises. Student B who is blind bring his guide dog C into school. Which of the following is the most accurate application of the principle below? Principle है, according to context of interpretation, words must normally be interpreted in the context of their use. Options है, since B is blind, he would not be able to come to school if he cannot bring his guide dog C into the school A. Since this rule does not intend to bar blind students from attending school, student B may bring dog C into school A. ठीक है, ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. Since guide dog C is a pet dog, you cannot bring, no, wrong है. does not make any sense in this context, ये wrong है. तो A इसमें appropriate answer रहेगा. और options भी हैं. Since the student B is blind, he would not be able to come to school if he cannot bring his dog into school. However, according to the context rule, B must look into the context of rule and avoid bringing. No, ये wrong है. School is required to apply the context rule while deciding each individual case of violation, and it will be individual case of violation up to the discretion of the school. ये appropriate नहीं है. ठीक है, तो A इसमें आंसर रहेगा. Next 63. A signed a lease agreement with B. The lease document states that A would lease his food supermarket to B. Which of the following statement is the most accurate application of principle regarding meaning of supermarket here? प्रिंसिपल क्या है? द मीनिंग ऑफ वर्ड इज और मे बी नोन फ्रॉम द अकम्पनिंग वर्ड. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? इसको दिस इज प्रिंसिपल ऑफ एजुस डैम जेनरिस. तो ऑप्शन हैं द मीनिंग ऑफ सुपरमार्केट इज लिमिटेड बाय द प्रीसीडिंग वर्ड्स टू मीन अ शॉप दैट सेल्स फूड एंड मूविंग कंज्यूमर गुड्स, या फिर is enhanced by the preceding word to mean a shop where food is also sold, या फिर limited by preceding word to see shop selling the items of food. फूड है सिर्फ यहाँ पर देखिए फूड सुपरमार्केट लिखा हुआ है ना, तो यहाँ पे जो है मूविंग कंज्यूमर गुड्स की बात नहीं की गई है, ऑल्सो की बात नहीं की है, आइटम्स ऑफ फूड ओनली, वेरियस अदर नो न्यूट्रिशियस आइटम नो. सी इसका आंसर रहेगा. नेक्स्ट 64. अकॉर्डिंग टू एडवोकेट्स एक्ट whom the following are least likely to admitted as advocates? Persons who have been guilty of a traffic offense. ये हो सकते हैं सिविल कंटेम्प्ट हो सकता है, और ऑफ एन ऑफेंस अंडर अनटचेबिलिटी ऑफेंस एक्ट, इसमें नहीं हो पाएगा. वो हैज बीन अक्यूज्ड ऑफ अटेम्प्ट टू कमिट सुसाइड, ये हो जाएगा. वो हैज बीन इंटेरोगेटेड बाय द पुलिस इन द पास्ट, ये भी हो जाएगा. तो सी इसमें आंसर रहेगा. ये एडवोकेट नहीं बन पाएंगे. कहाँ मेंशन किया गया था? लिखिए जरा सेक्शन. नेक्स्ट 65. Which of the following statement is least accurate about the restrictions on employment of advocates? A practicing advocate cannot personally engage in any business. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है, बिजनेस कर सकते हैं वो. A practicing advocate cannot be a chairman of a board of directors of company. No, this is wrong. Can be a director of a company हो सकते हैं. Cannot be a full time salaried employee of any person. बिल्कुल ठीक है. May be a sleeping partner in a firm, ठीक है. तो आंसर क्या रहेगा इसमें? बी. बी इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट 66. Which of the following statement does not describe a duty of an advocate? An advocate should not appear in a case in which the advocate believes that he will be a witness. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. फिर advocate shall defend a person accused of a crime regardless of the advocate's personal opinion as to the guilt of the accused. बिल्कुल ठीक है. An advocate has a duty to protect any information that the client communicates even if in the furtherance of an illegal purpose. नहीं, ये नहीं, बिकॉज यहाँ देखिए लिखा हुआ फर्दरेंस ऑफ, मतलब अगर क्राइम ऑलरेडी हो चुका है तो उसने बताया एडवोकेट को, तो दे विल डिफेंड देम, दैट इज फाइन. बट इन फर्दरेंस ऑफ इलीगल पर्पस नहीं हो पाएगा. दिस इज नॉट ए ड्यूटी, तो ये रॉन्ग हो गया. एन एडवोकेट मस्ट नोट एट एनी टाइम फोमेंट लिटिगेशन, ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. मस्ट एक्ट ओनली ऑन द इंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ क्लाइंट एंड नो वन एल्स, बिल्कुल ठीक है. तो सी इसमें नॉट अ ड्यूटी है. सी इज द आंसर. Next 67. Which of the following statement is least accurate about the specifications regarding an advocate's signboard? Should be reasonable size, yes. It may state the advocate's area of expertise or practice. ये जरूरी नहीं है. It should not state that advocate has been a judge. बिल्कुल ठीक है. Member of bar council, ये भी ठीक है, ये भी बताना जरूरी नहीं है. It should not state the advocate is associated with any particular organization. ये भी ठीक है. तो इसमें least accurate क्या हुआ? B. B is the answer. 68 है. A, an advocate received money on behalf of client C. A did not intimate C of the receipt of money but noted in his account that he had received money on behalf of C and set aside the amount as his fee in full. On discovering that A had received the money, C demanded the money. A assured that once the proceedings is over, C would have had A fees anyways, and that he has already recorded in his account that his fees has been paid in full. In light of these facts, which of the following statement is most accurate application of the principle below? Principle है, where money are received from or on account of a client, the entries in the account should contain a reference as to whether the amount has been received or fees or expenses during the courses of the proceedings, and no advocate may accept with the consent in writing of the client concerned be a liberty to divert any portion of the expenses towards fees. ऑप्शन देखिए इसके. A has clearly fulfilled his duty by recording in the register. No. A has fulfilled his duty. No. A erred in setting aside C's money for fee without written permission. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. A is entitled to his fee and was within to set aside money. No. Money was received on behalf of C and was not from C. A is therefore entitled to set off money. No. It is no. कोई पैसा अगर आया है, एडवोकेट ने लिया है, तो उसको पहले इन्फॉर्म करना पड़ेगा, उससे परमिशन लेनी पड़ेगी. पर वो बोलता है हाँ ठीक है ले लो भाई तो ओके है, अदरवाइज नो. तो सी इसमें आंसर रहेगा. सी इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट 69. सी हैज एंगेज्ड एन एडवोकेट ए. B is C's mother and she asks A to withdraw the suit filed by C as the litigation is causing public embarrassment to the entire family. What should A do? The advocate has a duty to act only on the instruction of client and no one else. बिल्कुल ठीक है principal. A should withdraw. No. B has a fiduciary relation with C and A would therefore be obliged to withdraw suit. No. A has to refrain from foment litigation and therefore withdraw suit. No. A has a professional obligation to act solely on the instruction of client C and should not withdraw the suit on B's instruction. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. Should withdraw? No. D is the answer. Next 70. A is one of the 5 children. A and the other 4 siblings are equal heirs to a family property. On account of a quarrel between siblings, A approaches advocate C, who advises them not to approach the court and to instead settle their dispute amicably. A insists that C must take the matter to the court. C is later reprimanded by the bar council of the state for not having insisted on settlement. Is C at default? क्या C ने कोई default किया यहाँ पे? प्रिंसिपल है A must not encourage or push a party to litigation. तो उसने बिल्कुल ठीक ही किया है. Yes, C is at fault. No. No, C has fulfilled his duty by advising the client to avoid litigation and by encouraging a settlement in the given case. बिल्कुल ठीक है. Yes, 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 no. B ही इसका आंसर रहेगा. Next 71. Which of the following statement most accurately describe the relationship between vested interest and contingent interest with respect to the law governing transfer of property in India? Contingent interest is a subset of vested interest. Vested interest is a subset of contingent interest. अब देखिए यहाँ पे दोनों कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी है, इसमें से एक ही ठीक होगा. अब मोस्ट एक्यूरेटली पूछा हुआ है. A vested interest becomes a contingent interest upon occurrence of a certain contingent event. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. Vice versa, a contingent interest becomes a vested upon concurrence of certain contingent events. So D इसमें आंसर रहेगा, same as contingent no. तो अब देखिए, अब ये स्टेटमेंट D है, इसके अकॉर्डिंग आप बता सकते हैं कि इन दोनों में से ठीक कौन सा है. तो contingent जो सबसेट हुआ ना इसका, तो मैं कहूँ ये क्वेश्चन थोड़ा प्रॉपर नहीं बनाया इन्होंने, ऑप्शंस ठीक नहीं बनाए. Next 72. Which one of the following is not a form of mortgage recognized by laws governing transfer of property in India? Equitable mortgage है, yes. Section 58 of transfer of property talks about mortgage. ए में लिखा होगा कि mortgage क्या होती है. Equitable mortgage, mortgage by deposit of title deeds, उसको बोलते हैं equitable mortgage. Mortgage by conditional sale of goods, no, sale of goods थोड़ी होता है उसमें. Usufructuary mortgage है, yes. क्लॉज डी में लिखा हुआ इंग्लिश मॉर्टगेज है, यस. बाय वे ऑफ डिपॉजिट टाइटल डीड से, ये और ई सेम ही है. तो कौन सा नहीं है ये पूछा हुआ है. बी. बी इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट 73. विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज ए परमिटेड ट्रांसफर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी? ट्रांसफर ऑफ राइट टू सिविल पेंशन फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट, ये नहीं है परमिट. ईजमेंट राइट, नो. राइट टू सू फॉर डैमेजेस, नो. राइट टू सैलरी टू पब्लिक ऑफिस, नो. ट्रांसफर ऑफ डेट ऑन टू ट्रांसफरर, ये कर सकते हैं साइन, ठीक है ना. तो ई इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट 74. इन विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग टाइप्स ऑफ मॉर्गेजेस इज फोरक्लोजर अ परमिसिबल रेमेडी फॉर नॉन पेमेंट ऑफ द मॉर्गेज मनी विद इन द स्टिपुलेटेड टाइम? देखिए सेक्शन 67 में जो है फोरक्लोजर की बात की, वहां उसमें लिखा हुआ नथिंग इन दिस सेक्शन शैल अप्लाई टू एनी मॉर्गेज अदर देन दी मॉर्गेज बाय कंडीशनल सेल. तो ओनली इसमें ही अप्लाई होता है फोरक्लोजर, बाकी नहीं होता. सो ई इसमें आंसर रहेगा. मॉर्गेजेस के बारे में कहाँ डिफाइन किया गया है? इन सेक्शन 58 ऑफ ट्रांसफर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी एक्ट. 67 इज आल्सो ऑफ ट्रांसफर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी एक्ट. नेक्स्ट 75. ए गिफ्ट द हाउस ओन्ड बाय हर टू बी her granddaughter by providing the registered title deed of the house to B. two witnesses attested the registered title deeds, is gift valid and why? क्या ये गिफ्ट वैलिड हुआ? अब देखिए यहाँ पर क्या है, बाय प्रोवाइडिंग द रजिस्टर्ड टाइटल डीड्स, मतलब जो उसकी टाइटल डीड्स थी वो दे दी सिर्फ, भाई ये तुम डॉक्यूमेंट्स रख लो, ये घर तुम्हारा। प्रिंसिपल है गिफ्ट ऑफ इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी मस्ट बी इफेक्टेड बाय रजिस्टर्ड इंस्ट्रूमेंट बाय एटलीस्ट टू विटनेसेस, टू विटनेसेस तो आगे, बट क्या वो रजिस्टर करवाया, उसकी रजिस्ट्री नहीं हुई, गिफ्ट की रजिस्ट्री होनी चाहिए थी, ठीक है। तो गिफ्ट इज वैलिड नहीं, वैलिड नहीं, वैलिड नहीं, नॉट वैलिड बिकॉज द हाउस इज इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी एंड गिफ्ट ऑफ हाउस मस्ट देयरफॉर बी रजिस्टर्ड एंड अटेस्टेड बाय विटनेसेस, ये ठीक है। नॉट वैलिड बिकॉज डिस्पाइट ए हैंडिंग ओवर रजिस्टर्ड टाइटल डीड्स ऑफ द गिफ्ट ट्रांजैक्शन हैड नॉट, ये रॉन्ग है, तो डी ही इसमें आंसर रहेगा। Next 76. A Hindu has separated from his father B. A sells 3 fields D, E, F to C. A represents to C that he is authorized to do so. Of this field, F does not belong to A. जो F था ये वाला, ये A के पास नहीं था, बट वो कहता है कि मेरा ही है। F was retained by B during the partition of the family property. F किसने ले लिया? उसके फादर ने ले लिया B ने। B dies and A receives the property as B is higher. Which of the following statement is most accurate? तो ये क्या आ गया, ये प्रिंसिपल है, ये सेक्शन 43 विच इज टाइप ऑफ एस्टोपल। ऑप्शंस है सी नॉट हैविंग सिग्नेचर द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ सेल मे रिक्वायर ए टू डिलीवर एफ टू हिम, बिल्कुल ठीक है ये। ए कैन ट्रांसफर द प्रॉपर्टी अनदर बोनाफाइड ट्रांसफर, नो। इज नॉट अवेलेबल टू सी, नो, ये तो अवेलेबल है। सी इज क्रेडिटर्स ट्रांसफरी इन रिस्पेक्ट ऑफ सी, तो क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है। Since the contract to sell F was void ab initio and expired, no. A इसमें appropriate option रहेगा, A is the answer, उसको देना पड़ेगा। Even section 115 of evidence act will be applicable on this as well, but specifically mention है अगर transfer property में section 43 तो उससे ही काम चल जाएगा। Next 77. A married Hindu lady transfers some of her immovable property to B to be held in trust for the benefit of her son C until A's unborn daughter attains majority. However, the trust deed stipulates that if her unborn daughter marries outside the religion, the immovable property is to revert in favor of the trust and be transferred to C. Which of the following statement is most accurate application of the principle below regarding transfer to unborn daughter? Principle क्या है? A transfer to unborn person must be preceded by a transfer in favor of a living person, and transfer to the unborn must be the transfer of the whole of the residual interest in the property. Section कौन सा है ये? This is section 13 in Transfer Property Act. Options है the transfer is invalid as A has transferred the property to a trust and thus there have no preceding transfer to a living person. फिर है transfer is invalid because it is conditional on whether A's unborn daughter marries within the religion and this is not a transfer of the whole residual interest in the property. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है, transfer is valid, no, invalid because A has transferred the property to C and then her unborn daughter through the same trust deed. गलत है, invalid because the transfer of unborn daughter is conditional upon attaining majority and this is not a transfer, no. Condition लगा दी यहाँ पर, तो ये invalid हो जाएगा, so B is the answer. Next 78. The police catch B in the act of theft. They detained him under the state legislation that grants them power of preventive detention to detain people who are threat to internal security. B challenges the action of the police in detaining him. Which of the following sentences most accurately applies to the principle below? Principle है exercise of discretion for a purpose not authorized by law is culpable exercise of power. A है this is a culpable exercise of power because the police have already prevented the theft. फिर है this is a culpable exercise of power because the police are using their power of preventive detention unreasonably to detain B when they ought to prosecute B for theft. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है। फिर this is not culpable, this is not culpable, this is not, no, it is culpable, so B इसका आंसर रहेगा। Next 79. A is a brokerage firm that helps businesses buy and sell real estate. They receive rupees 25 lakh as commission from their clients. They also receive rupees 75 lakh from sale of their office. Which of the following statement is most accurate application of the principle below? Principle है receipt that arise out of the normal course of an assessee's business are called revenue receipts, and the receipts that are not from the assessee's regular business they are capital receipts. तो बिजनेस में कौन सी आई 25, ये रेवेन्यू रिसिप्ट हो गई, ये कैपिटल रिसिप्ट हो गई। ऑप्शन देखते हैं। द मनीज फ्रॉम द कमीशन आर कैपिटल रिसिप्ट्स एंड द मनी फ्रॉम द सेल इज ऑफिस इज रेवेन्यू रिसिप्ट। ये वाइस वर्सा हो जाएगा ना। मनी फ्रॉम द कमीशन आर रेवेन्यू रिसिप्ट्स एंड द मनी फ्रॉम सेल ऑफ ऑफिस इज अ कैपिटल रिसिप्ट। बिल्कुल ठीक है। एज वेल एज बोथ आर रेवेन्यू, बोथ आर कैपिटल, नो नो, बी इज द आंसर। Next is 80. Country A and B agree to practice whereby no craft can enter their harbors at night time without seeking permission 24 hours in advance from the harbor master. Ships from all over the world abide by this rule when visiting countries A and B for number of years. Although it sends no ship to countries A and B, newly created country C objects to this practice. Country D also objects. Although all ships of country D have abided by the rule over the years, which of the following statement most accurately reflects the likely status of this practice? Principle है a rule of custom from the practice of states. There must be evidence of substantial uniformity of practice by substantial number of states. Where a new rule is created, acquiescence is assumed from the actual agreement or from lack of interest. If a state is persistent objector to the new practice, however, the practice may either not be regarded as evidence of a new custom or the persistent objector may be regarded as having established an exception to the new customary rule. Options है it is an emerging rule of custom for all countries because ships from all over the world are abiding by the practice. फिर है both country C and D are exempt from this rule of custom because of their consistent objection, या फिर country C exempted from this rule of custom because of its objection. Country C and D's objection will prevent the new practice from being rule of custom. या फिर since the practice is not only taking place in the harbors of two countries, it is not an emerging rule of customs. आंसर इसका ई है, बट आई वुड डिसएग्री विद दिस। बट नंबर ऑफ ईयर्स यहाँ पर लिख दिया, वो सारे उस पर अबाइड कर रहे हैं, फिर एक कंट्री आती है ऑब्जेक्ट कर देती है। अब मान लो आज जो कस्टम चले आ रहे हैं, इफ समबडी ऑब्जेक्ट्स टू दैट कस्टम, क्या वो कस्टम खत्म हो जाएगा? आई एम नॉट एग्री विद दैट, बट इसमें आंसर ई रहेगा। थोड़ा सा कंट्रोवर्शियल क्वेश्चन है ये। द लाइकली स्टेटस ऑफ दिस प्रैक्टिस। प्रिंसिपल है इसका ए रूल ऑफ कस्टम फ्रॉम द प्रैक्टिस ऑफ स्टेट. There must be evidence of substantial uniformity of practice by substantial number of states. Where a new rule is created, acquiescence is assumed from actual agreement or lack of interest. If a state is persistent objector to the new practice, the practice may either not be regarded as evidence of a new custom or the persistent objector may be regarded as having established the exception to the new customary rule. Options है it is an emerging rule of custom for all countries because ships from all over the world are abiding by the practice. Both C and D are exempt from this rule. No. C exempted. No. Country C and D's objection will prevent the new practice. Since this practice is only taking place in the harbors of two countries, it is not an emerging rule of customs. अगर हर कंट्री में हो रहा होता तो फिर that would be emerging rule of custom. But I don't think so कि ऐसा होना चाहिए as per the common sense. अब दो कंट्री ने स्टार्ट किया, मान लो कल को 3 कर दे, 4 कर दे, 5 कर दे, तब मान लेंगे। 2 करे तब नहीं मानेंगे। आंसर वुड बी ई। देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम इन द रूल एंड नॉट इन द क्वेश्चन। क्वेश्चन इज ओके। नेक्स्ट 81. X was denied job in the government department on account of being HIV positive despite possessing the necessary qualification for the post. X filed a petition challenging the denial of the job. Petitioner argued that the said denial was arbitrary, unreasonable, and infringes X's right under Article 14 and 21 of the Constitution. In light of these facts, which of the following statement is most accurate application of the principle below? Principle the right to life guaranteed by Article 21 includes the right to livelihood. The right is born out of the right to life, as no person can live without means of living. No person shall be deprived of his right of livelihood except according to procedure established by law. Such procedure should be just and fair and reasonable. तो X's petition will fail? No. Succeed हो जाएगी because X has necessary qualification, या फिर fail? No. Will succeed because no person can be deprived of the right to livelihood merely on the ground of being HIV positive. बिल्कुल ठीक है। Will fail? No. D is the answer. Next 82. A is an executive director and the majority shareholder of XYZ Private Limited. A borrows ₹25 lakhs from BCD Bank and invests such money in additional shares of XYZ Private Limited, increasing A's stake in XYZ Private Limited to approximately 75%. As A is unable to repay the debt to BCD Bank, BCD Bank proceed against the assets of A and XYZ Private Limited for the recovery of monies borrowed by A. Which of the following statement is most accurately applied to the principle? Upon incorporation, a company has been an independent corporate existence, being separate and distinct legal entity from its member in certain exceptional circumstances. However, the code ignored the separate identity of the company and imposed liability on the members and or managers who are responsible for the actions of the company. This is known as doctrine of lifting of corporate wheel. क्या रिकवर कर लेगा? BCD Bank will be successful for proceedings because such money borrowed A was utilized for the benefit of XYZ. No, will not succeed in proceeding XYZ Limited because as XYZ has not directly borrowed money from BCD Bank. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. Will be successful in proceeding against XYZ? No. Will be successful? No. Will not be successful in proceeding against XYZ as A do not hold 100% stake. B is the answer. Anyway, doctrine of privity of contract लग जाएगा ना यहाँ पर. XYZ अब मान लो कि किसी ने बोरो करके और किसी से कुछ सामान खरीद लिया. ये थोड़ी कि भाई जो बैंक है जिससे सामान लिया है उससे जाके वो पैसे वापस लेके आएगा. वो नहीं ले सकते ऑब्वियसली. बी इसका आंसर रहेगा. नेक्स्ट 83. A citizen of country A is accused of killing a citizen of country B on a ship registered in country A and flying the flag of country A while it is in international waters. Which of the following statement most accurately applies the principle below? A country's law apply to ship flying its flag or aircraft registered with it and on person on board these carriers. So country A or B could prosecute. No. Law of country A apply to the accused. ठीक है ना. शिप किसका है? कंट्री ए का. फ्लैग किसका है? कंट्री ए का. तो कंट्री ए के रूल्स जो है अप्लाई हो जाएंगे. तो हमारे आईपीसी में भी होता है. एनी एयरक्राफ्ट रजिस्टर, एनी एयरक्राफ्ट और शिप रजिस्टर इन इंडिया, वो इस पर क्राइम करता है तो इंडिया हैज अ जुरिडिक्शन टू ट्राई दैट अक्यूज्ड, है ना. एनी कंट्री? नो. वी शुड प्रोसिक्यूट? नो. नो नेशनल लॉ अप्लाई. नो. बी इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट 84. In a challenge to adjudication of disqualification of a member of legislature, bias was alleged against the Chief Election Commissioner on the ground that the complainant was a friend of the Chief Election Commissioner. The Supreme Court held that there was a suspicion of bias and Chief Election Commissioner should excuse himself from participating in decision and let the other two election commissioners decide the point. There is a difference of opinion between two and they are unable to decide the matter. Can Chief Election Commissioner participate in the adjudication to resolve the deadlock? Principle है इसका. If the adjudicator is a friend, relative, or business associate of some party to dispute or has prior animosity towards such person, this personal bias will operate to disqualify the adjudicator from hearing the dispute. An adjudicator otherwise disqualified from bias may nevertheless have to adjudicate if no other person competent to adjudicate, quorum cannot be formed, and no other competent tribunal can formed. तो इस केस में क्या होगा फिर? The Chief Election Commissioner cannot participate in adjudication as Supreme Court has already ordered step aside from the adjudication. या फिर can participate in adjudication as no other person competent to adjudicate and resolve the deadlock is available. Can participate as quorum cannot be formed. D is the answer. अब कहने को तो देखो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बोल दिया कि भाई दो अदर जो कमिश्नर्स हैं वो डिसाइड कर ले. भाई जो चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर के अंडर जो पर्सन काम कर रहे हैं तो क्या उनमें बायस नहीं आएगा? ही सुपरवाइजर टू देम, ही कैन ऑब्वियसली इन्फ्लुएंस दोज पीपल. तो इन दोनों को देना ही नहीं चाहिए था. अदर दे शुड क्रिएट अ सेपरेट एडजुडिकेशन अथॉरिटी और ट्राइब्यूनल. डी इसमें आंसर रहेगा. नेक्स्ट 85. सी हु इज सस्पेक्ट ऑफ कमिटिंग जेनोसाइड in the war in country A in 1993 is found to be living in country B in 2007. The international community is almost wholly of the opinion that C should be tried in relation to the allegations. Which of the following statement least accurately applies the principle below? Principle है, certain crimes including piracy, slavery, torture, genocide and war crimes are so prejudicial to the interests of all states that customary international law does not prohibit any country exercising jurisdiction over them, wherever they take place and whatever the nationality of the parties involved. So C may be extradited to country A to face trial. No. C may only be tried in the International Criminal Court. In Australia, no. B is the answer. यहाँ ऑस्ट्रेलिया कहाँ से आ गया? Obviously wrong options है. B इसमें आंसर रहेगा. Next 86. A was arrested and detained under the Conservation of Foreign Exchange and Prevention of Smuggling Activities Act. The detention order prevented A from meeting A's lawyer more than once a month. A filed a petition challenging the constitutionality of detention order, which restricts A from meeting A's lawyer. In the light of these facts, which of the following statement is most accurate application of the principle below? अब यहाँ पर आर्टिकल 22 लिख दिया गया है, नो पर्सन हु इज अरेस्टेड डिटेन इन कस्टडी विदाउट इन्फॉर्म्ड है ना ग्राउंड्स, नो शैल बी डिनाइड द राइट टू कंसल्ट एंड टू बी डिफेंडेड बाय a legal petitioner of his choice. A will succeed because the detention order violates Article 22 as it restricts the right of the accused to consult a lawyer of choice. बिल्कुल ठीक है. Not succeed, नहीं succeed कर जाएगा because A has right to meet anyone. No, not. A ही इसमें आंसर रहेगा. Next 87. Country A assigns an international treaty whose primary objective is to ensure that its member countries do not conduct a nuclear test. Country A does provide reservation that it be allowed to conduct nuclear test in its own territory, even though its current policy is to not conduct any nuclear test. Which of the following statements most accurately applies the principles below? Principle है, a state can be regarded as being a party to treaty if the state's reservation are compatible with the object and purpose of the international instrument. तो ऑप्शन है कंट्री ए won't be regarded as a party to treaty because the reservation is not compatible with the object of the treaty. बिल्कुल ठीक है. Will be regarded as party. No. Will be regarded as party provided it does not actually conduct any test. No. A will be regarded as party to treaty when it passes domestic law in line. No. Won't be regarded. No. A ही इसमें आंसर रहेगा. Next is 88. The article of association of ABC Private Limited provides that its members shall transfer the shares to third party only after first having offered such share to the existing members on a pro rata basis at the existing market value of such shares. D. A member of ABC Limited gets an offer from E, who is not an existing member of ABC Limited, to purchase all the shares held by D for 2 times the market value of the share. D transfers the share to E on the term offered by E. The board of directors refuses to record the transfer of share on the ground that transfer is ultra vires the article of association of ABC Private Limited. E goes to court against ABC to enforce and record the shares. Which of the following statement most accurately applies the principle below? Principle क्या है? Doctrine of constructive notice provides that every outsider who deals with the company is deemed to have notice of the contents of the memorandum and the article of the company. Transfer of shares shall be upheld because E paid more than the fair market value, या फिर shall be upheld D have secured the approval of the board of directors, shall not be validated as the principle of caveat venditor apply, या फिर shall be upheld because ABC Private Limited will be deemed to have had a constructive notice of sale of the shares, या फिर transfer of shares shall not be validated as E had constructive notice that D need to offer the shares to the existing member of ABC Private Limited prior to transferring the shares to E. E इसमें आंसर रहेगा. तो क्लियर लिखा हुआ है. Next is 89. A Muslim man and B Muslim woman are in relationship. A and B have a child C out of wedlock. Later A dies intestate. Which of the following option is most accurate application of the principle set out below? Under Muslim law, an illegitimate child may inherit from the mother and her relative, but not from the father and his relatives. A can inherit both A and B born out of wedlock. अब देखिए यहाँ लिखा हुआ ना आउट ऑफ वेडलॉक मतलब शादी के बिना, मतलब विदाउट मैरिज. अब लिखा होता बोर्न आउट ऑफ वेडलॉक मतलब वो वेडलॉक में बोर्न हुआ है, बट यहाँ पर आउट ऑफ वेडलॉक लिखा है, बोर्न आउट नहीं लिखा. ठीक है ना, वाज बोर्न आउट ऑफ वेडलॉक. ए कैन इनहेरिट बी, C can inherit B through A, या फिर C can inherit A through B. No, A cannot inherit from A, only from the mother. E is the answer. Next is 90. Company A is expanding its business and leases a piece of land for 3 years and agrees to return the land without any modification to the lessor. Since the land is ideal for agriculture, it constructs a large storage shed on the land. Which of the following statement is most accurately applies to the principle below? Principle है all capital expenditures are not allowed as deduction under profits and gains from business or profession. It tests whether expenditure is capital or revenues, whether it gives a benefit of an enduring nature. If it does, it is a capital expenditure. Options है the expenditure on the building the storage shed is a capital expenditure and the storage shed provides company A with enduring benefits. या फिर ऑन लीजिंग लैंड इज कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर as well as building storage capital expenditure. No, expenditure on building storage is not capital expenditure as it only provides a business advantage and not enduring benefits. D इसमें appropriate है. आगे देख लेते हैं. Expenditure on building shed is a capital expenditure. No, ये नहीं है. तो D is the answer. Next is 91. A non-resident Indian buys land in Chennai for rupees 10 lakh. After 2 months, A sells it for rupees 15 lakh. However, A gets only rupees 12 lakh from the buyer of the land. Which of the following statement most accurately applied the principle below? Principle है. अब ये इनकम टैक्स एक्ट से क्वेश्चन है. A non-resident is taxed only on the income that is either received or deemed to be received or accrues or is deemed to accrue in India. An income said to be to a person when a debt is credited in his favor. तो ऑप्शंस हैं. A's income from the sale of land is not taxable as A is not resident in India. ये तो होगा नहीं. फिर A's total income from the sale of land is taxable as rupees 15 lakh has accrued to A at the time of the sale. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. A can be tax received on a sale but not on the 3 lakh. No. A can be taxed on rupees received from the sale of land as A has purchased land and is now resident of India. No, ये गलत है. A's income for the sale of land not taxable as no debt has been credited in A's favor. Hence no income has accrued to A. ठीक है. तो B ही इसमें आंसर रहेगा. B is the answer. एंड ये सेक्शन कौन सा है? ये सेक्शन 5 सबसेक्शन 2 इन इनकम टैक्स. Next is 92. In a meeting of the board of directors of ABC Private Limited, it was proposed that DEF Art Supplies Private Limited shall be its sole supplier of all art material. This resolution was passed by all directors unanimously. It was later revealed that G, a director of ABC Limited, had not revealed that G is also majority shareholder and chief executive officer of DEF Art Supplies Private Limited. The resolution was sought to set aside which of the following statement most accurately applies the principle below. अब ये कंपनीज एक्ट से क्वेश्चन है. प्रिंसिपल है. A director who is interested in any matter that is being discussed by the board of directors must disclose his interest to the other directors on the board. The interested director must not take part in any discussion pertaining to such matter and must refrain from voting on the same. अब इसमें क्या करेंगे? ये ऑप्शन है. The resolution shall not be set aside as DNF is a separate and legal entity from its shareholder and director and therefore it cannot be penalized for the act done by G. फिर है. The resolution shall not be set aside as G's failure to declare interest in DEF is not culpable. फिर है. The resolution shall be set aside as G did not exhibit the duty of care and diligence as required by director of the company. फिर है. The resolution shall be set aside as G is the majority shareholder and chief executive of DEF as and was required to declare the same to the board of ABC Limited to the resolution being put to vote prior to the resolution being put to vote and refrain from voting on that particular resolution. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. shall not be set aside. No, set aside तो हो जाएगा. तो D ही इसमें आंसर रहेगा. Next is 93. A is an accountant at law college and draws a salary. A is also on the board of governors of the college as a representative of non-teaching staff and votes on any administrative decisions that come up before the board of governors. Which of the following statement most accurately applies the principle below? Principle है. Workman means and includes an apprentice employed in an institute to do any manual clerical supervisory work or for hire or reward. Workman is workman as he clerically does work of supervisory nature as a member of board of governors. या फिर A is a workman as his primary duty as an accountant are clerical in nature and he work for hire. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. Not a workman. Workman तो है. As his work as an accountant is clerical and his work member is supervisory. प्राइमरी ड्यूटीज है ना यहाँ पर क्लरिकल एंड ही वर्क फॉर हायर. तो वर्कमैन तो है ही है वो. सो बी इसका आंसर रहेगा. जो वो बोर्ड ऑफ गवर्नर्स में है नॉन टीचिंग स्टाफ के, वो एक सेकेंडरी थिंग है, ठीक है ना। तो बी इसमें आंसर रहेगा। नेक्स्ट 94, A is a workman who works at welding workshop in a factory. A has a history of previous eye disorder. Despite being aware of the same, A continues to work at the welding shop. The very nature of the work caused further strain on A's eye and resulted in permanent injury to A's eye one day. Is A entitled for compensation and why? Principle है, employer is liable to pay compensation if personal injury is caused to workman by accident arising out of in the course of employment. The term accident has come to acquire a settled meaning through case law. It means some unexpected event happening without design, even though there may be negligence on the part of workman. मतलब compensation देना पड़ेगा। ऑप्शन से इसमें A is entitled to compensation from A's employer because A suffered an injury in the course of employment and question of A's negligence is not relevant. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है। Entitled to compensation as but the quantum of compensation will be nominal, ऐसा नहीं है। Not entitled, not entitled, not entitled. Entitled है वो, तो A ही इसमें आंसर रहेगा। Next 95. B employs A to be the conductor of a bus owned by B. One day A drives the bus negligently and injures several people on the road. Which of the following statement most accurately applies the principle below? Principle to establish vicarious liability, the court must find first there exists a relationship of employee and employer between the parties. The employer is usually liable when the employer orders or dictates what work was to be done and how it was to be done. And if the tort is committed by the employee in the course of employment, तभी उसको liable कर सकते हो vicariously, otherwise नहीं। अब यहाँ पर B is liable as A is negligence and is liable to pay compensation to the victim. फिर A and B both are liable, no. Only A is liable, no. B is not liable for A's negligence as A was not in the course of employment when he was driving the bus. वो कंडक्टर था और वो फिर ड्राइवर बन गया, तो नॉट इन द कोर्स ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट ऑब्वियसली, तो उसकी रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं बनेगी यहाँ पे। लॉ ऑफ टॉर्ट्स का क्वेश्चन है ये, डी ही इसमें आंसर रहेगा, लायबल फॉर एज नेग्लिजेंस नो। नेक्स्ट 96, A incites B to falsely imprison C. The court holds that A and B are jointly liable for a tort and awards C a compensation of ₹50,000. The court rules further that A is liable for 40% of the compensation amount and B is liable for 60 of the compensation amount. 60% है। A refuses the compensation while B pays C ₹20,000. अब 50 का दिया है तो कितना हो गया, 20 and 30 का रेशियो आ गया। Which of the following statement least accurately applies to the principle below? Principle है, when two or more defendant parties have joint liability, they are called joint tortfeasors, and each individual is liable to the plaintiff for the full amount of the loss. The plaintiff must usually show indivisibility of harm to obtain joint liability of the defendants. Importantly, the plaintiff cannot recover full damages more than once. तो ऑप्शन क्या है इसमें, सी कैन क्लेम ₹30,000 फ्रॉम ए, या फिर क्लेम ₹20 फ्रॉम ए, 10 फ्रॉम नो, कैन क्लेम 30,000 मोर फ्रॉम बी, या फिर क्लेम 50,000 फ्रॉम ए। जहां पर ज्वाइंट लायबिलिटी है वहां पर किसी से भी मांग सकते हैं, तो सी कैन क्लेम 50,000 फ्रॉम ए, डी इज द आंसर। ए बाद में चाहे बी से मांग ले, ठीक है ना, तो डी इसमें आंसर रहेगा। And 97, in the course of its regular operation, Company A was releasing untreated effluents into a nearby river, thereby harming the wildlife in and around the river. A concerned citizen informed the relevant state board of this pollution activity. The state board immediately issued a direction to discontinue the supply of electricity to a Company A. In the light of these facts, which of the following option is most accurate? Principle है, Section 32 of Prevention and Control of Pollution Act empowers state board to issue orders to the polluter if the pollution arose from any accident or unforeseen act. Section 33 of the same legislation provides state board the power to issue direction for closure of polluting industry and also for disconnection of electricity, water and other services. Persistent defiance by such industry. Options हैं, the state board was acting within its power to issue direction under section 32 since there was harm being caused to wildlife. या फिर स्टेट बोर्ड वाज एक्टिंग विद इन इट्स पावर इशू अंडर 33A. The state board was not acting within its power either under 32 or 33A, as neither was an unforeseen event or accident, nor was persistent defiance by company A. तो यहाँ पर ये लागू नहीं होगा, ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. The state board was not adequately utilized its power under section 33A, since it could not issue order for the closure of the company A, which would have been more effective in stopping now. Did not have the power to issue orders either under so and so, since the information about the company was provided by concerned citizen who was not directly aggrieved by the pollution in question. तो सी इसमें करेक्ट रहेगा. उसके लिए और रेमेडी हो सकती है, ये रेमेडी नहीं है, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि वो उसको रोक नहीं सकते. देयर मस्ट बी सम अदर रेमेडी. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नहीं काटेंगे उसकी. नेक्स्ट 98. A statute empowers a subordinate authority to regulate the activities of tobacco industries and levy tax on them. The statute permits the authority to give retrospective effect to its regulatory notification under the statute. The authority issues a regulatory notification levying a developmental tax on leather industries retrospectively. Which of the following statement most accurately applies the principle below? Principle है, in order to give retrospective effect to delegated legislation, the power to do must be explicitly and clearly conferred by the parent enactment. And in absence of the same, delegated legislation operating retrospectively will be held ultra virus. बिल्कुल ठीक है ये ऑप्शन है इसमें. तो नोटिफिकेशन क्या वैलिड रहेगा? वैलिड नो. अल्ट्रा वायरस एज स्टैट्यूट डिड नॉट क्लियरली स्पेसिफिकली प्रोवाइड, या फिर एज एन एनैक्टमेंट डज नॉट क्लियरली एंड स्पेसिफिकली प्रोवाइड फॉर रेट्रोस्पेक्टिव लीवी ऑफ टैक्सेस. डेवलपमेंट टैक्स की बात नहीं है. अथॉरिटी डिड नॉट अडहेयर टू द प्रिंसिपल नो. डी इसमें अप्रोप्रिएट आंसर रहेगा. मोस्ट एक्यूरेटली अप्लाइज. Next is 99. A owns a house in city B. The house used to fetch a rent of ₹15,000 every month, but it has been vacant for over 2 years. A is now unemployed and stays with the family in city C and has been residing there for the past 3 years. Which of the following statement most accurately applies the principle stated below? The annual value of the property is defined as the sum for which the property might reasonably be expected to let from year to year. However, the annual value of the property that is occupied by assessee himself or which is not occupied by him due to his employment in another place is considered as zero. Annual value की बात कहाँ पर की गई है? In section 2(2) of Income Tax Act. ठीक है ना? And section 23. Options है, since A's house in city B is vacant, the annual value of it is zero. या फिर A house in city B used to be let out for ₹15,000. The annual value of it may reasonably be expected to be around 15,000. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. फिर since A is residing in city C for over the 3-year, annual value consider 0 no 0 नहीं रहेगी, 15,000 रहेगी. तो B इसमें करेक्ट आंसर रहेगा. Next is 100. A tribal hunter enters into national park and uses a bow and arrow to shoot and kill leopard. A then skins the leopard and sells the skin to another tribal hunter. B goes to a city and sells the skin to a person who is an avid collector of rare animal skins. ठीक है. In the light of these facts, which of the following statement most accurately applies to the principle below? अब प्रिंसिपल लिखा हुआ सेक्शन 9 ऑफ वाइल्ड लाइफ प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट, ये आप देख सकते हैं. A, B and C are likely to have violated the law for the hunting of scheduled species, for trade derivatives and scheduled species respectively. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. फिर C is likely to have violated the law for the possession of wildlife derivatives. However, both are exempt from no. However, B and C are likely to exempt no. However, C is likely to exempt no. कोई भी exempt नहीं हो पाएगा. A and B is likely to exempted no. A ही इसमें appropriate answer रहेगा. तीनों ही liable रहेंगे. All right. So friends, here we have discussed all the questions of BCI All India Bar Examination AIBE 3rd, which was held in 2012.
अगर आपको इसमें कोई कमी लगी हो, कोई सजेशन हो, कोई एडवाइस हो, कोई कमेंट्स हो, तो आप जो है कमेंट सेक्शन में जाकर भी लिख सकते हैं. वी ऑलवेज अप्रिशिएट योर कमेंट्स. एंड अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी और एफर्ट्स हमारे अच्छे लगे हो तो उसको जरूर लाइक कीजिएगा, शेयर कीजिएगा अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ, सो दैट दे कैन कम टू नो अबाउट आवर चैनल एंड वो भी बेनिफिट ले सकें.
एंड अगर आपको हमारे एफर्ट्स अच्छे लगे हो तो इन एडिशन टू लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब काइंडली गिव अस अ सुपर थैंक्स. सुपर थैंक्स इज अ वे टू अप्रिशिएट द कंटेंट क्रिएटर. आप जो है जो भी कंटेंट बनाता है उसको अप्रिशिएट करने के लिए कोई भी अमाउंट जो है डोनेट कर सकते हैं फ्रॉम. तो काइंडली गिव अस अ सुपर थैंक्स.
So friends, thanks very much for watching this video. Thank you.